Hurts, slant, Brown, lunge, touchdown Philadelphia. A.J. Brown snatched it out of the air for the score. Checks wing, well hit ball, and there it goes. Number 300 for Ken Griffey Jr., one of the youngest ever in the major leagues to reach the 300 home run plateau. Bothered by Lou. Iverson. How about that? Steps over Teron Lou. 7 straight points by Iverson.
Testing, 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of the Louis Sports Network. It is game day. It is NBA Finals night. Let's already go. I already sent the link to G Money. We're going to be doing the game with G Money Hoops, man. But before we get started, guys, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure those post notifications are turned on. Make sure you're sharing on the social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. It is the Denver Nuggets against the Miami Heat in game 1 of the NBA Finals in Denver. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share. Definitely appreciate y'all. We're going to have ourselves a really, really, really great time watch party later tonight. Tonight. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Alistair. Definitely appreciate you guys being here, man. Guys, hit the like, hit that subscribe. G Money, I already sent the link to you in your email, so just all you got to do is just check, and then just hop on in, and then I'll be able to add you in. So just check that out. So like I said, guys, smash that like, man, and I'm excited, man. So we got a lot of keys. G Money says my X factors for the Nuggets is Michael Porter, for the Heat is Bam Adebayo. Who did I say? I said Bam Adebayo for the Heat, and then I said Aaron Gordon for. I thought it was Aaron Gordon for Denver tonight. Decided to get a slick new haircut for tonight's game, so had to look good. Got the glasses on to make sure that I'm gonna be able to be sharing, and got the championship, because that Larry O'Brien trophy is what it's all about. You're talking about 2 of the most unbelievable stories in NBA history. You know, being here in the NBA Finals. I remember Money was telling me earlier today. He says that if Denver were to win the championship, it'll be the first championship since the Seattle Supersonics in '79 that a championship was not won in Texas or California. Wait a minute. But we can't say that, because we have to remember about the Chicago Bulls, though. Oh, I'm guessing this for the – oh, no. I'm thinking this is for the Western Conference champion, the first Western Conference champion that is not in Texas or California, because all the teams are in the West that are in Texas. So I see what you mean. But, yes. Ryan says Miami, I say they're shooters. And for Denver, I say Jamal Murray. Yeah, Jamal Murray can definitely be an X factor. No doubt about that. I have no doubt in my mind that there definitely could be an X factor. So yeah, I'm on, guys. Like I said, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be turning on the stream in just a bit, because I know that there's pregame. Then we're gonna have the national anthem, and it's crazy because what's already happened is I've already seen that Snoop Dogg was interviewed, I forgot by who, and they asked him to give him his top 5 Lakers. I noticed that he did not have LeBron in his top 5 Lakers. He did not have LeBron as the top 5 Laker or AD, and the reporter was pressuring him to say AD or LeBron, and he clearly said they haven't done enough. And social media rips Snoop Dogg apart, and it's like, my gosh, it's like they complain about LeBron being talked about so much, but yet they want him in everything. It's crazy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me introduce you to the notorious one. I love it when they call him Big Papa. Notorious G Money Hoops in the building for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. First of all, G Money, how are you doing, sir? How's your day going?
Great.
Are you excited for tonight's Game 1 of the NBA Finals between the Nuggets and the Heat?
Oh, it's going to be wow. It's going to be a war. I am excited. It's going to be juicy. It's going to be spicy. Who will be the last team raising the trophy in the air, in the atmosphere, saying in 20 years from now, kids, I got the go bling in 2023. It's going to be awesome.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And I know that you said that the X factors that you have for this series are Michael Porter and Bam Adebayo for both teams from Miami and Denver. Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, you got Jamal Murray doing that little 360 layup that he did in the bubble years ago in 2020. And so I had to put that in the background on the side next to my man, Nikola Jokic. And I got the little Boston basketball with the smoke screen right behind Jimmy Buckets, Jimmy Jordan, Jimmy Butler. And in the middle, right behind me, is what they're fighting for. They're fighting for that Larry O'Brien trophy right there for that NBA championship. So we got a couple of narratives. G Money had mentioned that if the Denver Nuggets win this championship, they'll be the first team in the Western Conference, none other than Texas or California since 1979, the last team to win a championship that was neither one of those states were the Seattle Supersonics, coached by Lenny Wilkins. And then we also have Denver also being the third ABA. They'll be the second ABA team to win an NBA championship, correct?
Yeah, correct, the Mungo.
Right. Shout out to Alistair49. And then for the Miami Heat, if Jimmy Butler was to win this championship, G Money, let me ask you, what does that do for Jimmy Butler? It looks like Jimmy Butler wants to smoke, but because he's taking in my smoke right there in the background. But what does this championship do for Jimmy Butler? And also, what does it do for Eric Spoelstra if the Miami Heat were to pull off this improbable run and win this championship? What do you think?
It'll be amazing if Jimmy Butler and Eric Spoelstra get the last laugh, like Miami should get the last laugh and win the championship. That'll do a whole lot for the legacy. If you're Jimmy Butler, if you win the title this year, you'll become arguably a top 3 to top 5 Miami Heat player of all time. And if Spo wins the chip this year, you can put him in the top 5 to top 10 coaches of all time. It'll just do wonders for the legacy.
I think it'll put Eric Spoelstra in the top 10 of all time. Shout out to TJ Gaming. He says, Louis, would you trade Randall? Absolutely. The only problem is his trade value is not that good, just considering how bad his numbers were, during the playoffs. Like I felt he was a little bit better this playoffs than he was in 2021, but he still had his moments where you realize that he's not dependable when you need him. He's also, you can clearly tell that he cannot be your leader if you're going to win a championship. But I have to trade him. You have to trade him. I just don't like when things go wrong. I just don't like his demeanor. There was a reason that a lot of people were calling him no handle Randall. He turns the ball over a lot for a power forward. I'm sorry. It's just his style of play. It's not conducive to winning. You're not going to win a championship with Randall as your best player. Sorry, which is why I'm not sold on him. I was sold on him at first, because we needed a little bit of credibility. But it's like we haven't really had a legitimate superstar. Jalen Brunson's good, but I don't consider him a superstar. I consider him a star. He's going to be treated like a superstar because, honestly, right now he's the best player that we have. But we need a legitimate superstar that's going to put us over the top. And Jalen Brunson could be the number 2. And then I could look at ourselves and say, okay, we got a chance to contend for the East crown and then potentially an NBA championship.
Good point. I want to ask you, who's your X factors from the Nugs and the Heat? For me, for the Nugs, it's Michael Porter. For the Heat, I say Bam Adebayo for me.
I'm going to go KCP, and I'm going to go with Aaron Gordon. Those two guys. I really feel that those guys are really important just because I know that Ryan was talking about the shooters of Miami. And listen, I've been raving about how KCP has played in these playoffs because my concern was, again, going up against LeBron, he's a clutch sports agent, and so is Aaron Gordon. So my concern was they were both going to play very tentative, if they were going to get paid off to the side to kind of try to give the Lakers a chance to be in the finals. But they didn't do that. Aaron Gordon he was a little more shaky, but KCP, He
Yeah.
took me by surprise.
Woo.
That took it right at LeBron and the Lakers, and LeBron looked kind of pissed. And I don't know if you saw, but Rich Paul looked pretty upset when it looked like the Nuggets were kind of beating the script, and it was kind of like he didn't look too happy about it.
Yeah, he looked pretty pissed off. He looked pretty pissed off, and Laker fans, hey, it was a good year. You tried your best. I was wrong. I had you guys being the Nuggets in 6, but hey, the Nuggets it was a Nugget nuisance in the Western Conference Finals. I was wrong. And he was pretty pissed off though. Nugget fans are not pissed off right now because they get to see their team at Ball Arena duke it out. So
Jay says Julius Randle could win a championship as a backup center, not a starter. No, I don't. Yeah, as a starter, not impactful for a championship. He needs to have his role needs to honestly be reduced, and kind of to me focus more on the little things like the rebounding. Be good individually in the low post as a defender, help defense. I think he could be better than that because he's definitely improved there, and I liked how physical he was. So I would love to see that, but I just think putting those 20 and 10s are not as impactful as I would think they are.
yeah,
Shout
it
out
didn't
to
affect him.
Duffney in the building. Appreciate you. What's going on? What's up? Ladies and gentlemen, once again, man, welcome to the Louis Sports Network. I'm here with G Money Hoops. We are doing game one of the NBA Finals between the Nuggets and the Miami Heat. And this is great because we have two small market teams. Miami's already won championships. They have 3 in their team history. Shout out to No in the building. What's going on? Salute, guys. Hit the like as you guys come in. Share the stream. And right now they're doing the national anthem right now in Denver. And it's like, who would have thought? 47 years, Denver had never been into the NBA Finals until now. So it's a congratulations to the Western Conference champions. And what are you looking forward to in this series between our conference MVPs and Nikola Jokic and Jimmy Butler in this series?
Well, for Jimmy Butler, and if you're Jimmy Butler, your time is now. The dude's averaged 29 points in the playoffs, but he really hasn't been dominant since against Milwaukee. He needs to crank it up a notch. He was inconsistent against New York and Boston. So for Jimmy Butler, if you see guys like Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, KCP, you got to kill him in a low block, utilize the mid-range game, and Denver's probably to sag off him, hit that free ball, and in your eye, and also get guys like Duncan Robinson, get Bam Adebayo some pick and roll lobs and some pick and pop nail shots, and also if you're Jimmy Butler, crash the glass and get Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, KCP in foul trouble. For the Joker, he's had a whole lot of chicks up his sleeves, averaging a 30-point triple-double. He was an absolute monster against the Lakers, though, with his mid-range, the Serbian shuffle, long-range bomb, and he playing the haiku, and he's been clutch, though. So that's my keys for Miami and Denver for Jimmy Butler and the Joker.
All right, man. Shout out to Ron Duffney, man. He says, how are you two? Ron, I'm doing great. G Money, he's
Yes,
asking you, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you, Ron. I'm doing great.
All right, let's turn up. We're going to turn up the volume right now to listen to the commentary right now. We got, let me see if it, hold on a second. Let me see if it's going to take a commercial break or is it going to be, wait, it looks like it might be taking a commercial break. So right now, what they're, they're now introducing, the starting lineups for both teams right now. So this is going to be, so we got Mike Breen, Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson doing the call at the game. Louis Sports Network, G Money bringing it over here. So if you guys are listening on your phones, on your tablets, if you happen to, shout out to Daniel Berry in the building. He says, go Heat. So he's cheering for the Heat to win this championship. G Money, do you have a horse in the race, a horse in this race on who wins, or you don't care who wins and you just care about having a great series, but you still want to pick a winner anyway too?
I don't really have any horse in the Dayton race. I don't really have any horse right now. If I had to choose one, I'd rather see the Heat win. I love watching the Nuggets play, but hey, who isn't rooting for the underdog, right? So if I had to choose, I'd rather see the Heat win, but I would not be mad at the Nuggets win though.
I honestly don't care who wins this championship. The way that I see it, it would be crazy if Miami could somehow get past this and win the title, just because what it would do for Jimmy Butler and Eric Spoelstra and for all those players. I know Caleb Martin is going to get a big payday, whether he wins or not, just with the way he performed in these playoffs. And this is when he was an undrafted player. So I mean, Denver, like I said, it's a redemption story for Jamal Murray after missing 2 years with an ACL injury.
And Michael Porter also.
Michael Porter missing he had the back injury. So and then Jokic, getting criticized, without his two best players, he wasn't really deserving of an MVP. He finally got the help that he needed, and he led his team. People questioned him in the fourth quarter, but there were moments that he actually stepped up and was actually a closer when it wasn't Jamal Murray. So, gotta give him a lot of respect and a lot of props. Joker's been a monster. So, and he continues. You just know how to stop. My question to you is, if you're Coach Spoelstra, how do you defend the Nuggets on the defensive end? How would you defend Denver, especially when they go zone? Because I know Denver's going to try to read it.
I don't think Miami should play zone against Denver. The Nuggets are the best team in slicing and dicing zone. If I were Miami, stay away from zone, try to play some man-to-man. I would put Bam on Joker. I would put I would put maybe a Gabe Vincent on Murray. I would put maybe Strus on Michael Porter, and I would put Jimmy Butler. Or I could also put Jimmy Butler on Jamal Murray. I could put Strus on Michael Porter, and maybe I could put maybe like a Kevin Love or something like that to handle Aaron Gordon or something like that, Because what do you think?
I think you can bring Kevin Love in to guard Jokic at times, and you can switch him with Bam if they kind of decide to go big. The only time I wouldn't use Kevin Love is that if you start to see Denver running transition, especially because remember they're in the high altitude, and so this is going to play a factor for the Heat. So I think they have to be ready for. So I don't expect them to be totally ready in the beginning. I expect them to kind of adjust probably by like the second half. If not, I expect by game 2 that they'll be more adjusted. Now the Nuggets have had a long time. They've been resting for a long time, so they have not played in quite a while since they swept the Lakers. And Miami is just coming off a 7-game series that they won on Monday. They only got 2 days off to prepare, and they had to fly to Denver so that they get ready for this game right now tonight on Thursday. So, the way I see, who do you got game 1 tonight? Who wins?
Give me the Miami Heat. I got the Heat game 1.
By YouTube TV.
You know what? I'm actually going to agree with you. I'm actually picking the Miami Heat to win this game in game 1. Because I think at some point, I think the Nuggets will get off to a good start, but I think at some point their rust is going to start to show. It's going to kind of remind me of the Lakers. They'll start to show a little bit of rust.
Right. Well, the starting 5 for the Heat is Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo at the 5, and I think it's Max Strus, Caleb Martin, Jimmy Butler, I think, and Bam at the 5. For the Nuggets, you have Jamal Murray, KCP, Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, and the jokester at the middle for the 5 for the Nuggets. Get ready and get set for this final series. Woo!
All right, so G Money's going to be doing the commentary, but we're going to have it playing on at the same time so you guys can kind of hear both, okay? And I'm like about 16 seconds behind, but we should be good though. So shout out to Earl in the building. Appreciate you.
Salute. Well, right now the tip is up, and no, it's wait. Hang on. Let me try to get a better stream. Okay. Let me try to get a better stream. And yeah, I'm sorry. It's just I hate these streams, man. Give it some time.
Vincent gets the jump shot, and he misses, and rebounds off the Joker. I got you for now, G Money, until you get ready.
Thanks.
All right, here's Jamal Murray on the right wing. Welcome to Ball Arena, ladies and gentlemen, NBA Finals. Murray, screen, shoots the 3. It's short. You good?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm good. And Bam Adebayo flies in with the rebound. Here's Max Strus. Back to Ben. Here's Max Shoes dancing the prime. Max Shoes at the nail. Throws up a bit. Jimmy Butler, Johnny on the spot with the offense rebound. Takes a mid-range shot. Beautiful. Jimmy McBuckets
Jump
nails the
shot.
baseline J. And the Miami Heat draw second blood, and it's 2-2 even on at the Ball Arena at the Mile High. Remember, this is the Nugs' first finals game ever. Here's Michael Porter in the high screen, back to Jamal Murray at the elbow. Here's Jamal Murray, hands off to Jokic in the pin's close. Jokic in the straight out to Gordon. Gordon pumps up a three, throws up an airmail. Rebound by
Terrible.
Caleb Murray. Sheesh. Caleb Martin, who was a dog against the Celtics, averaging 19.60% from the field and a wicked at 49% from three. Here's bounce pass to Bam Brown, the mid-range shot, throws a spinner, rebound by Michael Porter. Here's Porter, hands off to Aaron Gordon. Here's Aaron Gordon at the right wing. Aaron Gordon wiggling the jaggling. He's going backing it down. Gordon spinning around with deflected up. Gordon puts that up and in. A Gordon grueling in the paint, and the Nugs up 4-2 with 10:03 to go in the first quarter, though. This is the Heat's first finals game since 2020 when they had a heartbreaking loss to the Lakers in 6 in the bubble. Here's the high screen. Here's Jimmy Butler at the left elbow. KCP right on his Shannon zone. Hands off to Max Strus. Back up to Jimmy McBuckets, though. Here's McBuckets at the left elbow. Puts up a three-pointer. Puts it in. Jimmy Butler rings the bell, and the Heat skyrocketing to the lead 5-4. Miami.
G Money, remember, Jimmy Butler 3 years ago had a 50-40-90 in the finals 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Here's Aaron Gordon in the paint with the Yabby Dabby Do Slammy Jam. The jokester throws up a bullet, and Gordon rocks the rim, and the Nugs back up 6-5 with 9:20 to go in the opening stanza, though. Here's Gabe Vincent, who had a big series against Miami Boston. He's Bam Adebayo in the low post, throws up the foot, put the cherry on top over Bam Adebayo. And the Heat back up 7-6, though. Keep that in mind. Joker on Bam. Here's Jamal Murray at the left elbow, hands off to Joker. Here's Joker back to Murray, hands off to Joker. Joker hacked in West, throws it up, can't squeeze up and in, but he's fouled. 8:56 to go in the first. Bam Adebayo swing the push there, and the Joker would get himself to the line. What do you think about that?
I'm a little concerned with Miami already, though, because Denver's been getting what they want inside the paint. They're gonna have to force Denver to beat them outside. Denver can shoot, but they're gonna get in a rhythm if they keep getting easy baskets.
Good point. Well, if you look at the Denver Nuggets, their offense is like the Atlantic Ocean. They're top 4 in offensive rating because they can dish in the post inside and out. They can play fast when they want to. And they have skywalkers. Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, KCP can score like Eagles, Jamal Murray. And the Joker tags into free throws, and the Nuggets back up 8-7 in the first quarter. Here's Bam Adebayo in the pinch post. Here's Bam Adebayo, bounce pass to Caleb Murray. Here's Caleb Murray with the okey doke. Martin in the paint. Rejected by Michael Porter. And last touch by Michael Porter and deflected out. 8:45 to go in the first quarter. What do you think about that play by Michael Porter?
Really good defensive play. Shout out to Josh Top King. He says he's got Denver in 5. Shout out to Earl and everybody in the chat. You guys hit the like and make sure to share. All right, here's the inbound by Gabe Vincent over to Bam Adebayo. Adebayo hands it off over to Max Strus, guarded by KCP. KCP playing good defense, covering them like a blanket. Caleb Martin, the hero in Game 7, goes around the screen, shoots a jumper on Jokic's face, but it goes in and out. And the rebounds over to Aaron Gordon, who's already got 3 rebounds. They give it over to Michael Porter Jr. MPJ takes a step back 3. No, that's a bad shot. Rebound over to Jokic. Jokic starting to go to the post. Gives it over to Porter inside. Goes. He's double teamed. That was not a good shot. Should have been a little more patient.
Michael Porter needs to relax. So both teams 3 for 8 early. Both teams have the jitters early. Here's Caleb Morris saying the double screen. The switch. KCP guarding on Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler in the left elbow. Butler at the nail. He's Butler in the paint. Hands up to Vincent. He's Strus. Head fake. Step back. 3 ball. Throws up a clunky rebound by Michael Porter. And hands it up to Jamal Murray, though. Jamal Murray bounce pass to Aaron Gordon, who's been ball. Gordon in the paint, throws it up, he squeezes it up, and in. Aaron Gordon beasting right now, 6 points early, and the Nuggets up 10-7 with 7:35 to go in the first quarter. Here's Gabe Vincent shoots the mid-range shot, sweet like twine. Gabe Vincent rips the chorus at the left baseline, and the Nuggets lead slice to 1, 10-9, Denver, 7:22 to go at the frigid Mile High. His Joker hands up to KCP. KCP at the foul line jumper. Rat-a-tat in. The rim is kind of Ball Arena. Of course, the Nuggets are 8-0 at home at Ball Arena in the playoffs. And the Nuggets up 12-9. Here's Jimmy Butler at the left elbow. Michael Porter gone on his grill. This is jumbo line chicken for Jimmy Butler. Here's Bam in the bounce to the high screen. Here's Butler rejected by Michael Porter. Jimmy Butler can't score.
Great
Michael Porter
defense.
flies with the rebound. Here's KCP pushing the KCP hands up to Michael Porter.
He
Whoopsie
changes
daisy
my-
hands up at Jimmy. Yeah.
Here's Gordon.
Aaron Gordon.
In the post. Goes up.
In the post.
Wow, Aaron Gordon up. What I tell you, X Factor. Already scored 8 points.
Big time. And so far, Aaron Gordon is sizzling the Heat right now. Nuggets hand up to the Heat, 14-9, Denver. It's been a Jordan so far tonight. Jordan tonight, 14-9. Nuggets, you're watching the NBA on ABC, home of the NBA Finals, 6:34. Nuggets up 5.
So here's the thing. This is not a good sign. Well, obviously it's early, so you don't panic if you're a Heat fan. But one thing that I already noticed with the Nuggets is I think Mike Malone made an emphasis to kind of get other guys involved early and not really focus on Jokic and Murray scoring so early, especially because the Heat are not the Los Angeles Lakers. So it's a little bit different. Excuse me. Because if Aaron Gordon gets going in this series early, that's going to be a problem by the time that Jokic and Murray get going. And they're not even – they haven't really, taken that many shots so far. Murray's only taken 1 shot. And Jokic has been able to go inside, I think, on 1 attempt and he got fouled. But Aaron Gordon's already got 8 of the team's 14 points. So
in the post, in the paint, off the lob, off the catch, off the dump. Yeah. Which
is why I kept saying that Denver is a deep team, right? When you really look at it, they're like, well, they don't really scare you. I mean, yeah, they lost. They did lose Bones Highland, but it's like, I think it was honestly worth it now because, he's with the Clippers, but it's like, right now he's out of the playoffs. And it's like there's still guys that the Nuggets haven't played yet. So off their bench. I wonder what kind of rotation Mike Malone is going to go with. Usually you have shorter rotations in the playoffs. I know that. But if Aaron Gordon goes off, I mean, that's right. You forgot about Bruce Brown. Like he's another guy that comes off the bench with the way he's played, in the playoffs. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see a little bit of Thomas Bryant if Spoelstra makes adjustments. Jeff Green has been pretty solid. So,
yes.
So Denver, like I said, Miami's gonna have they're gonna have it out. Excuse me. I said they're gonna have it out for them.
Their hands full. Right. And don't sleep on Michael Porter. Michael Porter.
Their hands cut out for them.
And don't sleep on right. And don't sleep on Michael Porter. Michael Porter can have a huge game too. Who knows? Huge series too.
See, because that's bad because now KCP can give you 20 to 25 on a given night. If he's hot. Michael Porter Jr. could give you 25 to 30 if he's that good. Aaron Gordon could get you 18 anywhere to probably maybe 24, 25. You already know Jamal Murray and Joker are giving you the 30 to 40. And, you might even possibly get a 50 from Jamal Murray because he did it 3 years ago in the bubble. So, he had multiple 50-point games. So, I honestly feel that that's why Denver's so deep because they have different guys who can go off. And with Miami, you got it in Caleb Martin, so he's been an unsung hero. You just kind of hope that guys like Duncan Robinson. I mean, Gabe Vincent did give one in Game 3. He had 29 points, so hopefully he can go off. It's kind of like with Miami, you have to hope these guys are able to go off, where it's not with Denver. It's like you got a little more consistency. But Miami, they definitely can get it as long as – I just think if Miami plays crisp basketball, who knows, a guy could get hot. And I didn't even think about this. Lowry is going to have to be another X factor because of how inconsistent he is. I mean, can he, he's 37 years old. Can he find a way to play well in these finals and really compliment Jimmy Butler? Because I'm concerned about Bam. Hopefully he can be consistent. He just has to take it at Jokic and just find a way to be consistent. Be efficient.
Right. Well, speaking of efficient, back in the 80s, the Nuggets were efficient. Beautiful pick and roll, but Bam couldn't put the cherry on top. Rebound by Jamal Murray. Murray on his carriage. Murray throws it up. A bad pass. Stolen by Struz. And Jimmy Butler, whoopsie daisy. Murray bulldozes Butler and could have been a transition tape foul, but we'll discuss it. That was a bad pass by Murray, and it could cost him more points though. Nugs 14-9 with 6:19 to go in the quarter. You think that's a transition tape out of you, Lou?
Butler's ahead of the ball.
Uh,
Murray's call for the foul. I'm surprised they're not looking at
that should be a clear
Mine
pass.
was gonna
That should be a clear
that's
pass
a
foul because
yeah.
the ball was passed. The ball was already passed over the head right by the time that he did the foul. So at the same time, I'm surprised they didn't call that. Denver got a break on that one.
Big time. Well, inbounded, here's Bam in the ball, feeds the beast to Gabe Vincent. Vincent, who unleashed a three-pointer? No, Z-Wiz! A bam slam on the offensive glass, and the Heat within 14-11. Bam in the ball, punishing the Orange Iron. Here's Jamal Murray at the top of the key, looking for a nugget buddy. Jokic in the drag screen. Murray mid-range shot puts it in. Jamal Murray cashes in, and the Nuggets back up 16-11 with 5:48 to go in the first quarter. Denver's first finals game of ever. Here's Bam in the bot. Here's Gabe Vincent not using the ball screen. Here's Max Strus at top of the key. Hands up to Caleb and Michael Porter right on Caleb Murray's grill. Caleb Murray to the rejected by Michael Porter. A Porter Palooza with the block. Here's KCP slips way to the rim. King squeezes up and in, deflected out. Last touch by the Joker. What'd you think about that karate swap by Michael Porter?
That's his second block of the game already. So he's already showing me that he's getting ready for defense. As Gabe Vincent comes in and just knocks down the three, cuts it to 16-14.
Right between the eyes. Gabe Vincent nails the right wing three. And like you said, Nuggets back up 2. 5:12 to go in the first quarter, though. Denver finals game. Beautiful entry pass to Jamal Murray with the monster mash. A Murray magnificent with the dunk, and the Nuggets up 18-14. Beautiful dish from Joker to Jamal. Here's the double screen. Here's Kidmore hands off to Strus. Strus open for 3. Fills up a brick. Rebound by Jamal Murray. Nugs pushing the pace. Here's Murray at the top of the key. Hands up to Joster. His Joster feeds to Aaron Gordon in the pinch. But here's Gordon in the paint. Throws it up. And easiest Chica able to put Vincent in his dust and scores. Aaron Gordon with 10 points early. It's been an Aaron avalanche early. 20-14 Nugs early. Here's Jimmy Butler at the top of the key. Hands to the man. Shoots back to Jimmy Butler. Michael Porter right on his Schnonzola. Here's Caleb Martin to dribble drive the baseline. Ball movement. Here's Strus. Puts up a 3. No rebound by Aaron Gordon, though. And the Nuggets' perimeter defense has been exquisite to this point. 6-point lead for the Nuggets. 20-14 with 4-5 to go. Here's Aaron Gordon faking, throws it up, and puts it up and in. Aaron Gordon just shimmy his way to the rim. And the Nuggets up by 8. A Baker's dozen for Gordon. 22-14. And Eric Spoelstra looking stupefied like, we might be in for a long one. 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Nuggets up by 8. Here's Bam about the foul line. Got it. Bam Adebayo quiets the crowd a little bit, and the lead sliced to 6, 22-16, though. Bam Adebayo, number 13th in the 2017 NBA draft, mind you. Here's Michael Porter, Jamal Murray hands out to Joker to Murray, and Murray by himself throws it down. Man, the Nuggets picking apart the Heat off the catch and off the bounce, and clearly throws down crushes there. 24-16, Nuggets on top. Here's Bam Adebayo hands off to Caleb Martin. Martin at the elbow jump, shows up a break. Michael Porter's been a beast on the rebounds tonight. Rebounded, though.
And on the help defense.
And the help defense, too. Let's see. Let's see. Michael Porter has been a baller tonight. The rim was unkind. Tough love for Michael Porter, though. Remember, 14th pick of the 2018 draft from Missouri. So here's Jimmy Butler on the dribble drive, fills it up and squeezing it. Jimmy McBuckets able to dance and prance to the rim, and the Heat within 6, 24-18 with 2:38 to go in the first quarter, though. Here's Jamal Murray, hands up to the Joster. Here's Jokic to Porter. Porter for 3. Bang! Michael Porter with a Porter bomb. Michael Porter with a splash. And the Nuggets up 27-18, though, with 2:20 in the first quarter, though. KCP guarding Jimmy Butler, though. Jimmy Butler trying to put his team on his back. His Butler losing the ball, hands up to Max Strus. Max Strus in the paint, hands up to Bam Adebayo, knocks down another enormous jump shot. Bam Adebayo coming up aggressive early, and the Nuggets up by a touchdown, 27-20 Nugs. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Mike Malone will look to burn a timeout. So far, Denver ain't rattled early, though. 27-20 Nugs. You're watching the NBA on ABC.
There's Kim Jong, and then there's Russell Wilson right there in the background with your quarterback for the Denver Broncos. I feel bad for y'all, but anyway, 159 remaining in the first quarter, 27-20. And the one thing I've already noticed about the Nuggets, Miami's off-ball defense in terms of the Nuggets getting into the paint has been atrocious. Nuggets have been getting whatever they want inside. No answer for Gordon. Gordon has been posting up. Gordon has been using the Euro step to get into the basket. And Gordon's just doing smart. And the crazy part is, again, Jokic has not taken a shot. He's not taking a shot. Jamal Murray's gotten 2 easy dunks in the paint. If Miami doesn't adjust, I'm telling you,
4 out of 3.
The Nuggets get in transition, it's going to be a problem. Miami's going to have to find a way to adjust in the second quarter.
Agreed. And Michael Porter after 3 off the screen and popped at the top of the key. And Michael Porter's been a defensive demon tonight. I mean, 2 rejections by Michael Porter. Wow. Whew.
No, his help defense has been great. He looks really focused. If he gets beat, it's like he won't give up on the play. He'll recover and try to block the shot, or at least try to alter it to make it more difficult. And Michael Porter's his timing has been great. And so that's, like I said, this is why so far, at least through the first pretty much the first 11 minutes, Denver is showing you, and they're showing you why they are the number 1 seed. And the best is yet to come for this team, I think, as long as Miami is not able to adjust defensively on how they're going to be able to not allow so many easy points in the paint. Because that's just the problem. They got to do a better job of guarding the paint.
Yeah, man. I mean, off the bounce, too. Not just over the catch, too. If you notice, though, you've seen guys like Gordon, Murray getting catches from Joker at the top of the key. If you're Eric Spoelstra, would you let guys like would you try to let Joker get off and shut the other guys, or continue like Michael Porter, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon go off? What would you do if you're Spo? If I as crazy as it sounds, I'm letting Joker get off and shut down the other guys. That's what I would do if I were Spo.
You said if you were Eric Spoelstra, you would do what?
Let Joker go off and shut down the other guys. Don't let Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, KCP get in the transition, and Jamal Murray.
He definitely could do that. But I noticed that, quite honestly, he's going to have to find a way to actually let either Joker or Murray score and not get everybody else involved, because Aaron Gordon's already got 12 points in the first quarter. That's not a good sign, because it's not a good sign when already Joker hasn't taken a shot yet. And Jamal Murray, he only took 1 jump shot outside the paint. He's already got 2 easy ones. Denver has a tendency to go cold when they shoot nothing but jump shots and they start to miss. It's a make or miss league. But you have to get Denver to start shooting some jumpers, especially from the 3-point line, and make them kind of dependent on that 3-point shot. Don't give them easy ones, because that's just going to give them – they're going to get in such a rhythm. And this is a team that, remember, hasn't played nearly 2 weeks. So that's important. Ladies and gentlemen, upcoming NBA.
Right for the picking for the Heat.
Well, Aaron Gordon recovered the ball. Christian Brown, the rookie, comes around the screen, takes it all the way to the basket with a little sweeping hook, but he misses. And the rebounds over to Bam Adebayo. Smash it like it. That's subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to share. Bam with the crossover. I'm sorry, that was Jimmy Butler with the crossover. Gives it over to Caleb Martin. Back to Jimmy. Jimmy with buckets. Zeller with the screen. Butler goes with the push shot, but he can't hit on the baseline. Rebounds over to KCP. KCP brings it up at the top of the key. Stops, pops, shoots the jump shot, and we got an offensive foul. And it looks like the offensive foul is going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Yikes. And Aaron, yes, that's big right there. If you're Miami, right? If the Heat want to win this game and win this series, they got to hold the Nuggets to a half-court game, because Denver's one of the best fast-break teams in the NBA. We guys like Michael Porter can jump up the gym, Aaron Gordon, KCP, they can jump up the gym. So if Miami wants to win this game, they got to clog the interior and stay away from zone. Denver is one of the smart teams in zone. Stay away from that. For Denver, just keep doing what you're doing. The Nuggets shooting 60% from the field. The Heat are frigid 38% from the field. Here's Jimmy Butler at the right elbow. guarded by Bruce Brown. He's Jimmy Butler in the pinch post. He's Butler dancing and playing hands up to Duncan Robinson, who's been balling. He's Duncan Robinson in the paint, throws it up, and screws to push an offensive foul called by Duncan Robinson. And Duncan Robinson, here's the thing that we know is Big Lou. Duncan Robinson's ball handle has been exquisite these playoffs, though. But that's a bad play there.
He's really improved his ball handling. Here's Jokic. Takes a Euro. Gives it over to Bruce Brown. Back to Jokic. Jokic, dribble handoff. Bruce Brown sees it open. Beautiful defense by Jimmy Butler. Blocks it right there, and then he come back in transition. Good transition defense by the Nuggets. Christian Brown on Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler on the final sign. Gets a screen from Cody Zeller. Decides to pull up for three, but it's wide left. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Denver basketball.
Butler has to hit that. Butler needs to cash in that shot, though. If Miami wants to do the thing, but Butler needs to catch in that shot off the screen and pop, and off the high screen though, especially at the top of it. Yeah.
But you know what I noticed, you money, when Jimmy Butler got open and he came off that screen, he decided to spread his legs on the jump shot instead of setting his feet, and it almost looked like if he was trying to aim the shot and it went wide left, he could have easily just set his feet, and I think it would have had a better chance of going in.
Good point. And so far, the altitude one, low oxygen so far, and the heat of gasping for air, no pun intended. Miami down by 7 with 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bruce Brown guarded tightly by Duncan Robinson, though, who's actually worked on his defense a little bit in these playoffs, though. Here's Joker trying to set the screen to switch. He's Duncan Bruce Brown to KCP, open for 3, throws up a brick, rebound by get it back, and the Joker puts it up and in. Heads up play by AG, and Gordon Joker does the rest. Here's Kyle Lowry throws it up, airmail after 1. The Denver Nuggets ain't shook so early, 29-20 Nugs after 1, though. Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, so far the stars of the show for the Nuggets. You're watching the NBA on ABC.
All right, thoughts on the first quarter. Aaron Gordon and points in the paint. Miami's got to do a better job of defending the interior. Can't get Denver get too many easy looks in the paint, because eventually their three-point shooting is going to be a problem. And also, if Miami doesn't make shots, I thought their transition defense was actually pretty solid. I thought it wasn't too bad because Denver really didn't take advantage of any fast breaks. They were really scoring in the half court. But the thing is, in the half court, Jokic is the one that's got the ball. So he's pretty much in control of the offense, whether it's a dribble handoff or he sits at the top of the key and delivers those passes when one of the players cut. Miami's got to take that away and force them to move the ball a little bit more, make them use more shot clock. They can't be getting so many easy baskets without really using much of the shot clock, because that's the problem. Make them really exert themselves on the offensive end.
Agreed. And also, another thing the Heat need to do better, their screens have kind of been a little bit rocky. The Nuggets screens have been great. That's why you see them getting open looks too.
Oh, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, I wanted to get people's opinions on what did you guys think of the thumbnail that I created for Game 1. I know that I've seen YouTube channels that they've talked about on the home court. They kind of missed the old lettering of the NBA Finals and how it used to be in the 80s and 90s. That lettering first came out in 1986 because before that they didn't have the finals on the floor. And so what happened is that now. What I did was, as I mentioned in the community post, ladies and gentlemen, I downloaded the 1991 NBA playoffs logo and I downloaded the NBA Finals logo from that same year. I erased the 91 and replaced it with 2023. It's a new look because of the 2023, but it's still giving that old school feel because of the letterings that it says on the finals and in the NBA playoffs. And so I hope you guys enjoy that, and I hope you guys will look good. To everybody in the chat, continue to continue to subscribe. Right now we're on commercial break. Denver with a 9-point lead. They lead 29-20 over the Heat. What are your assessments on Miami in the first quarter and what's your assessment on Denver's first game of the NBA Finals quarter?
So far, let's start with Miami. They're not attacking the middle at all. And if you're Miami, you got to attack the middle. Denver doesn't have rim protection. I know Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon can block shots, but they're not rim protectors like that. So you got to attack the middle. And you see Bam and shooting jumpers up the nail off the baseline, though. And that's the thing right there. For Denver, they haven't looked shook. They haven't missed a beat. Michael Porter looking like Jackie Chan blocking shots off the weak side. You have Aaron Gordon getting shots right at the dunker spot off the lob, off the catch. Jamal Murray even balled out, getting shots at the a mid-range shot and two monster matches. Even KCP, I thought it's contained Butler pretty well. So and Joker's doing a great job getting guys involved like usual. So that's why what I love about Denver.
I think the one positive for Miami that you have to say is good is the fact that Bam Adebayo got off to a good start. Like he's not struggling like the way he
True.
did in the last couple of games against Boston. He got off to a great start. All right, man. They're gonna talk to Gabe Vincent right now for the first quarter.
You guys are shooting 36% during that first quarter. 36%.
20 to 6 points in the paint. That's got to change.
Woo! Big time. Well, speaking of changing, well, it won't change right there. He misses the three. Bruce Brown on his high horse. He's Bruce Brown at the right wing. Bruce Brown wagging and jagging. Duncan Robinson right on his shot. Bruce Brown with the head fake. Dancing and Prince throws it up. Can't shoot up and in. Duncan Robinson flies in with the rebound. And the Heat will look to set up their offense, though. Miami needs to shake up the rush. 20 to 6 first quarter first in the paint. Here's Robinson. He'll pump up a three and throws up a brick. Bam with the offensive rebound, deflected out and stolen by Christian Brown, diving for the ball and whoopsie daisy steps to the bound, but still showing his hustle in his muscle as Christian Brown looking like Charlie Brown with the steal right there. Good hustle by Christian Brown. Whew. He really wants that goal ball. He really wants that goal ball though, man.
What's wrong with
But
you,
you
man?
gotta love Denver's defense, though. Denver's defense, he explosive, is underrated, though. Getting to the flashes and steals. Heisman hands to the Lowry. Lowry puts up a three, throws up a brick. Heisman stand the offensive rebound. 11:03 to go in the second quarter. Heat down by 9. Here's Lowry at the head. Murray run on his grill. Here's Lowry hands it to Highsmith. Highsmith to the dunker spot. Highsmith wagging and jack throws it up. Blocked and whoopsie daisy. Christian Brown handing his cookie jar for the foul. Do you think that was a foul right there, Lou?
That is a foul. It is.
I like Highsmith. I like his readiness.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
His ability to
I will say
make
this.
shots. And defensively,
Miami's going to have to shoot better from the three-point line because if you remember last series against the Boston Celtics, when Boston was owning the paint when they got back in the series, Miami did at times struggle at the three-point line, but for the most part, Miami won the three-point battle. It's just that the Celtics in Game 5 hit 19 threes to make up, and they chopped off 33 points because at one point the Heat were winning the three-point battle by 36 points. They had 12 more threes. So they're going to have to shoot well from the three-point line.
Good point. Good point. And Highsmith shooting well at the free throw line there, and the Nuggets are getting to the offense, though. Here's Bruce Brown at the Nuggets at the finals logo with 10:42 to go. Nugs up by a touchdown. Here's Bruce Brown dancing to Jamal Murray. Murray bounce pass to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown at the top of the key. Here's Bruce Brown to Murray. Murray head fake. Murray step back. Splash cash. A Murray flurry by Jamal Murray at the top of the key, and Denver up 2 hands. 32-22. Nugs retains 22 to go. Jamal Murray ain't in a hurry. 11 points early. He's Bam a bow in the low post. Here's Bam dancing. Mid-range shot. Throws up a brick. Michael Porter flushes out to Bruce Brown, though. Here's Bruce Brown waggling and jaggling. Almost screwing the push with the board. Jeff Green send a double screen. And saved by the bell. Bam in the bio with the hack there. Yeah.
So it's crazy, right? Joker's only taking one. He's taking only 2 shots. Aaron Gordon's played well, but Jamal Murray's quietly already got 11 points on 5 or 6 shooting.
Good point. Good point. And don't forget Michael Porter's impact too. Jeff Green in the low post. Throws up the floater. Can't squeeze it up and in. Rebound by Bam in the bio though. And the Heat need to run. Kyle Lowry on his paint. Kyle Lowry bounced by the Highsmith. Highsmith throws up the cherry on top and puts it up in a beautiful backdoor play to Highsmith. And the Heat slice the lead to 8:32-24. Nugs with 9:35 to go at the Mile High City, though. Denver trying to become the first team since 1979 to win a chip as the Western Conference team, not in Texas or Colorado. Here's Michael Porter, deflected out to Christian Brown. Christian Brown to Michael Porter. Porter pumps up a three, puts it in. A Porter trouble for Miami. Michael Porter nails his second free ball, and the Nuggets up by an Ocean's 11. Here's Duncan Robinson using the Bama screen. He's spamming the ball, bounce pass. Sorry, blocking foul on Christian Brown. What do you think about that Michael Porter splash, Lou?
He shot that ball in rhythm. It looked good.
Ooh.
Yep. That was poor defense by Lowry on the rotation. Got to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, and Michael Porter has a beautiful stroke. Michael Porter, 14th in the NBA draft in 2018. Remember, he only played 3 games at Missouri, though. Drafted by Denver, though. Here's Duncan Robinson. Who shoots the 3 ball? Of course. Duncan Robinson rips the court for 3, and the Heat slices the lead to an octagon. Miami only 3 for 12 from downtown. Remember, the Heat are number 1 in long range bombing in the playoffs, though. Here's Jeff Green in the paint. Green with the floater. Got it. Jeff Green scores 37-27, 8:36 to go in the second quarter. Here's Duncan Robinson, hands out to, and Bam Adebayo loses the rock, though. 8:32 to go in the second quarter. And Miami looking out of sorts right now, man. Miscommunication from Bam Adebayo to Duncan Robinson. What do you think about that, Lou? Okay, here's Jeff Green from the high screen.
I'm sorry, I froze for a second. What did you say?
You're good, man. And Michael Porter flies in like a kangaroo and throws it down. Woo! Michael Porter balling early. 8 points for Michael Porter early, and the Nuggets up 12, 39-27. Here's Kyle Lowry, hands up to Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent spinning. Murray back to Lowry at the way outside. Here's Lowry, hands up to Duncan Robinson on the top of the key. Robinson put the ball on the floor. The band ball with the floater and got it. Beautiful passing by Miami, and the Heat pull it to 10, 39-29. Denver with 7:42 to go in the first quarter. Michael Porter faking the 3. Back to Bruce Brown. Here's Michael Porter. Beautiful defense, but he had a double team. Here's Christian Brown at the paint. Christian Brown back to Jamal Murray. Screwing the push. And Michael Porter just got submarined by Bam. No call, though. Here's Lowry to Robinson. Robinson in the paint to Lowry. Ballman to Bam Adebayo with the monster mash. Bam Adebayo throws it down. And Michael Porter is hobbled. Ouch. Ouch. Hope Michael Porter is okay, man. What do you think about that? Michael Porter getting hit in the schnoz. Ouch.
Fortunate play. We'll take a timeout.
39-31 Nuggets.
Here in the second quarter, Nuggets by 8.
Oh my God! Here we go with the Denver Vans. That was an accident. I mean, first of all, he was behind them and he flailed his arms. Bam didn't see him. That was an accident. I'm not going to make too much of that.
Agreed.
A whistle should have. Usually those kind of things you will get kind of good call, but I don't think the referee saw that. And I get on the referees a lot because sometimes I feel like they conveniently miss calls for the most part, but I'm not going to get on them for that, especially if you're going down the court. But that was an accident, so I wouldn't even call a foul on Bam. That's just one of those unfortunate plays. And I'm just glad Michael Porter was able to get up and he's okay. But hopefully he doesn't go cold or anything like that it affects his game. But, you hate to see that happen.
Mm-hmm. Good point. What do you think about Michael Porter's resurgence? Averaging 18 points per game. He was healthy, played 62 games. What do you think about Michael Porter's resurgence?
No, it's been huge. I mean, because again, he has a lot of talent, bro. I said that he probably could. He would have been a really good, possibly great player with all the tools that he has to be good. It's just unfortunately his injuries, especially to his back, had really derailed him from being what I thought he could have been, was one of the best players in the NBA. At this point, he's just a role player on the Nuggets, but he does have a big role in terms of what he does. Being able to shoot the 3 and he being at 6'8", his help defense has been great, especially so far right now throughout this first half. And he's got, 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks. So he's also giving you a little bit of everything. So the versatility, good. He's a good rebounder. Showing you his shot blocking ability with his athleticism, and then obviously he's able to score. I mean, able to put the ball in the basket. And then he's also, he's a 40% 3-point shooter too, which is another thing. So you're talking about a 6'8" player who can stretch the floor, have the athleticism to attack the basket, solid shot blocker off help defense, and then a good rebounder. That's a luxury to have.
Good. And he's a good ball handler, too. Michael Porter can also sky like an eagle, too. And he can finish well at the rim. Man, New York could have drafted Michael Porter. Jeez.
What draft number was he in the draft?
Michael Porter, 14th.
Was he in the what is it, 2018 draft?
Yeah. Michael Porter was in the 2018 draft. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Man,
they've been showing
we
some of his
drafted
throws.
Kevin Knox instead.
I mean, Kevin Knox has got some talent, but he just didn't play. He just doesn't play a lot. He didn't get a lot of minutes. Well, part of it was because he was offensively he's cool, he's good, but defensively he's not as great, which is probably why he wasn't getting minutes either.
Agreed. But man, look at the highlights of Denver. Michael Porter, monster mashes. Aaron Gordon, thunder slams. I mean, dude, this team has all the jewels, man. Whoo!
All right, looks like we're back.
We're back. 39-31. Nuggets on top. Miami trying to win their first road finals game since 2014 game 2 against the Spurs, though. You see Mike Malone and Eric Spoelstra, the longest tenured head coaches for team. Mike Malone's been with Denver for 8 years. Eric Spoelstra for 15 years now. So Bruce Brown hands up to Gordon, hands up to Joker at the left elbow, hands up to Murray. Murray at the right wing. He's Murray dance press, mid-range shot, throws up a brick, rebound by Kyle Lowry, and Kyle Lowry looking to push the pace. Here's Lowry stopping and popping, hang up the Bam in the bow. Here's Lowry faking and taking. Back to Bam. Here's our center screen. Lowry with the floater. Got it! Kyle Lowry ain't Looney with the juicy floater, and the Heat on a 6-0 run, put within 6. Nugs were up by a baker's dozen. Now it's a 39-33 game. Here's Michael Porter on the dribble drive. Porter, oh boy! Michael Porter on his carpet and throws it down. And the Nuggets back at 41-33. Here's Bam Adebayo. Sorry, my stream's lagging. Bam Adebayo with the mid-range shot, and the bank is open. Bam Adebayo knocks it down. Bam Adebayo's been balling out tonight, and it's a 41-35 ball game at the Mile High City, though. 6:14 to go in the second quarter, though. Denver up by 6, though. Jamal Murray at the top of the key. Sorry. Back to Joker, back to Jamal Murray. Joker's in the high speed. Murray at the elbow jump shot, knocks it down. Jamal Murray with a feathery J, and the Nuggets back up 43-35. 6 minutes to go for the good guys. Jamal Murray ain't in a hurry. 13 points, 3 assists. Sorry, let me find better stream. Way behind.
All right, hold on, I got you. 46-37 Denver, man, by 9. Duncan Robinson gives it over to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry brush screen, gives it over to Bam Adebayo on the catch on the block. Tries to spin on, shoots a jump shot, and can't get the roll. And the rebounds over to Jokic. Jokic in transition. Bounce pass over to Michael Porter. Almost loses it, regathers, gives it to Murray, fakes a 3, starts to drive, pulls back. Putting the dribble on on Highsmith. Gets a switch with Bam, fakes a 3, gives it over to Jokic. Mismatch, spins off, goes up, and doesn't get it, but he's going to draw the foul and shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Man, the Nugget dishing has just been exquisite. Denver is top 10 overall in dishing, and here's the thing that really kills me. Why is Jimmy Butler guarding Joker? That's just crazy, though. And Bruce Brown makes him pay off the cross-court pass, though. So the Joker will be at the free throw line, though, with 4:53 to go in the second quarter. Joker switch cheeses the first. Nuggets up by 10. If you look at Denver right now, Denver in this game is shooting a wicked hot 61% from the field, 4 of 9 from downtown. A couple Michael Porter bombs. Also the fact that Jamal Murray had a free ball himself, and he saw Bruce Brown nail one. Joker nails the second free throw, sweet like a cookie, and the Nuggets back up 11, 48-37, a 9-4 run by Denver. The Joker with 8 helpers in the first half, though. Jimmy Butler bringing the ball on top of the key. Here's Duncan Robinson center screen. Here's Butler in the pinch post at the baseline. But KCP on his grill. He's Butler to Caleb Martin, though. Caleb Martin at the left wing. Hands up to Kyle Lowry. Lowry back to Zeller. He's there with the head and tape. Throws to the no three. Good defense by Michael Porter. Zeller with the offensive rebound. Here's Gordon. Rejected by Michael Porter, but can't squeeze up an end, though. Here's Joker pushing the pace. Joker hands up to Murray. And Duncan Robinson wags and jacks Joker like a sack of potatoes, and Duncan Robinson be called for the foul there. So far, the Nugget defense just put the Heat in jail so far, holding Miami to 37 points. What do you think about that so far, Lou? And Joker pulls down Duncan Robinson though. Nuggets got away with that though. Could have been a moving screen though. Here's Jamal Murray at the top of the Joker setting the screen. Here's Joker at the right wing. Here's Joker backing in at the left elbow. Hands up to Jamal Murray. Here's Vincent right on the shots. Murray hurrying, shooting, breaking, and clunking. Rebound by Caleb Martin though, and the Heat looking to push. It's Caleb Martin got tied by KCP. KCP hands up to Jimmy Butler. Zealous in the high screen. Jimmy Butler with the head and the tape. Butler in the baseline drive. Beautiful defense by Denver. Aaron Gordon right on Jimmy Butler at the left wing. Wayne Butler in the drive. Butler hands up to Strus. Strus puts up a three. Too strong. Rebound by Aaron Gordon though, and AG will fly in to crash the glass. Aaron Gordon can dribble like a guard himself. Aaron Gordon can come out to put hands up to the Joker. Zeller right on Joker's grill. He's Jokic in the paint. He's Jokic throws it up and puts it in. Nikola Jokic shimmy his way to the rim. And so far, Eric Spoelstra is heated. 50-37 Denver. A Denver demolition in game one. 8 points, 8 dishes for Joker. And the Nuggets up 50-37 though. Just come on, just like a candy, stealing candy from a baby. Joker just pushing Zeller in the dust and squeeze it up, and then Nuggets up an unlucky 13.
You know, when Cody Zeller drove to the basket when he was wide open in the middle, I don't know why he decided to change his shot when nobody, and he gave himself a free 2 points away. He changed his shot, and then the shot missed pretty bad going to the right, which made no sense to me. And once again, Miami's issue has been you should not be doubling Nikola Jokic because he can pass over the top. Stop playing double and play him single coverage. Play him single coverage. And if you're going to see when Butler, you see how Butler played good defense on Jamal Murray, that he took that tough shot?
Yeah.
You need to keep them in order for them to not get easy baskets, you have to push them further away. They cannot be in a post-up situation where it's going to be a high percent shot. Push them back, force them to post you up, and then make them take a tough shot. Like Butler did in that possession. But then look at Jokic. He takes the ball. He's got Zeller. Goes one-on-one. He knows Zeller can't stay with, and it's funny because Joker's slow, but it looks his quickness is a little deceptive. But he took him to the basket. A little nudge, push off. I thought Zeller should have stood his ground. He probably could have gotten an offensive foul call, but he tried to flop a little bit. And Jokic got himself an easy layup. And notice the Heat players were just standing and just looking around. And so, as you mentioned, that's why Eric Spoelstra is pretty tight because the interior defense has been trash in the first half.
Horrible. They get into the lane at will. Even Michael Porter at Monster Masters, Aaron Gordon. And what I love what Denver's doing, Denver's using their size. To beat a team like Miami, you got to use your size, especially Bam Adebayo's out. Because if you notice, Lou, they don't have a real rim protector to guard the middle when Bam is out, though. So if you're Denver, just continue to slice your way to the rack.
The thing is that's why I said that Denver's the more talented team because I said that they're very versatile. And the thing is, they not only can go small, but they can go big. And Miami's not a big team. If Bam Adebayo's not on the floor, they're not a big team. And he plays more down low, and he's more of a little 10 to 15 foot range mid-range jump shooter. Whereas Kevin Love, he spreads the floor and shoots a three. Yeah, Kevin Love could post up, but he's really more so of a stretch four, especially at this stage of his career. He's not really someone that's playing with their back to the basket. That's what he was before. His game was more mixed up where he could shoot long range and play inside the post. He took a lot of shots. But the problem is if Bam is just your only hope in terms of your big man, it's gonna hurt because Denver's gonna get a lot of mismatches. And that's what's been happening in the first half, which is why they're scoring at will in the paint.
Nikola Jokic.
Right. Nikola Jokic, number 31st pick in the 2014 NBA draft.
In the draft, Average athlete lacking speed and leaping ability, his upside appears limited by his lack of explosiveness. Lisa Salters asked him the other day, "What'd you think about those early scouting reports?" He said they were true. And he's 100%
Man, Nikola
correct.
Jokic is a dog, man. I mean, two-time MVP, five-time All-Star, excuse me, six-time All-Star, just a dog. So let's see. Zealous in the high screen. Here's Jimmy Butler in the mid-range area. Here's Butler in the baseline drive. Hands up to Caleb Murray. Beautiful defense by Michael Porter. Caleb Murray pumps up a three, throws up a brick. Rebound by Jamal Murray. Here's Michael Porter. He'll pump up a three-pointer. Throws up a clunkaroo. Rebounded by Butler and saves it just barely. And the Heat look to run and look to push. Here's Jimmy McBuckets, or Jimmy Jordan, people should say, as Butler takes a mid-range shot, throws up a clunkaroo. Miami's offense has been, I score 39% shooting for the Heat, though. Yikes. And Michael Porter races on his horse. Here's Michael Porter bounced up to Jamal Murray, though. Here's Joker sent the high screen, though. Here's Joker bounce pass to Gordon. Gordon in the paint and scores. Aaron Gordon bulldozes his way to the rack. 2 touchdown points for Gordon. 14 points for Gordon. A 9-0 Nugget burst. A Nugget nuisance early. 2:20 and halftime. Here's Vincent knocks down a much-needed trifecta, and the Heat needed that, though. And the Nuggets lead slice to 12, though. 52-40, Denver with 2:07 to go at Ball Arena, though. Here's Murray feeds the beast to Joker. Here's Joker bagging in the left elbow, hands up to Case Cotterell Pope. KCP throws up a brick and rebound by Cody Zeller, though. Here's deflected out by KCP, though. 1:51 to go. Nuggets up by 12. Beautiful defense by KCP. And what do you love about what Denver's doing well? Their passing has just been picture perfect. Look at that. Joker to Gordon in the dunking spot, and the bank is open, though. Come on. It's like a sing song and dance for Denver this whole first half, though. So here's Jimmy Butler at the top of the key, though. Here's Max Strus standing the screen. Here's Max Strus. He'll shoot the three-pointer, and that'll rat-a-tat out. Rebound by Jamal Murray. Here's Jamal Murray wiggling. Here's Murray on the drive. Rejected by Caleb Murray with the karate swat. Here's Bam and Adebayo in the paint. Feeds up to Strus. Strus, butt naked open three. Come on, you gotta nail that one, though. Rebound by Michael Porter. Just stay on the tippy toes. A minute 19 to go. Max Strus has been colder than Arctic. 0 of 7 from the field and break all 6 of his threes. 0 points. That's bad. Here's Murray. Mid-range shot. Got it. Jamal Murray knocks it down, and the Nuggets back up 14, 54-40. Denver, though. A beautiful screen and roll offense, though. Here's Bam in the push post. Throws it to Florida. Got it. Bam in a bio. Keeping the Heat alive, though. And the lead slides to 12, 54-42. Denver with 51 seconds to go of the first half. Bam with a sweet 16 to start. Here's Murray. Can we hear a bang for Jamal Murray? Because he is hotter than a sauna. Light work for Denver. 57-42 Nuggets. Murray with a big time 18 in the first half. Here's Jimmy Butler in the paint. To Adebayo. Adebayo hands out to Max Strus. Max Strus hands out to Butler. Butler back and steps on the base. Steps on the sideline. Miami out of source early. 57-42 Denver. Beautiful screen by Michael Porter. Joker with a cross-court pass to Murray at the top of the key for three. And that's the Nuggets offense, folks. Fluid, sweet like a water, opening up like the Atlantic Ocean, though. Denver is one of the most smartest and best passing teams in the NBA, though. It kind of reminds you of the San Antonio Spurs a little bit, though, back in the old day, though. So 50 seconds to go in the first half, though. Denver. Man, right now it's been a Murray Joker movie, and the Heat are not enjoying it, though. Here's Bam and Adebayo, and in the first half, Bam throws up the three. No three, dog. And guess what, ladies and gents? The Denver Nuggets bull rushing past the Miami Heat. 59-42. Denver on top. Murray with an 18-piece. Joker with 10 points and 10 helpers. Gee whiz. So far, it's been a Nugget nuisance at the half. Denver up 17. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat right here on the Lewis Sports Network. NBA Finals Game 1 right here on the channel. Smash the like, hit the subscribe. Make sure those post notifications are turned on. Make sure you share it on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. It is your boy Lewis with G Money, Notorious G Money Hoops. And right now, Denver is up by 17. And Miami, it has a problem. And it's a big problem. No, literally a big problem. Because
Literally.
the Nuggets are using their position with their size. They're doing a great job. I think the Denver defense, it hasn't been, I think it's been solid. I'm not going to sit here and say that they're playing like easy, but their defense has been very solid on Miami. Miami's missed a lot of shots because if you look at Max Strus, he's 0 for 7, but he's had 6 good looks at his 3-point shots. They've just been short. He's not knocking them down. And Jimmy Butler, to me, got passive in the second quarter and tried to get other guys involved. Bam Adebayo has been active from the opening tip. He's really the only person that's got it going for Miami for 16 first-half points. But my concern is if Bam is going to score all those points and Miami can't shoot the basketball, this is going to be a short series.
Agreed. And another thing too, Denver's doing well. I love how they're fighting through the high screen and the screen and pop. Denver's perimeter defense, contesting these shots has been good. And also what Denver's doing well, I love their drag screens, their brush screens, and their stagger screens, getting open looks off the bounce, off the catch, in the paint. And also I love how they're getting Michael Porter open looks though at the corner though. And that's another reason why they're winning, though. And even Christian Braun had his moments playing some good hard-nosed defense, and KCP.
Yeah, Miami's got a daunting task. They're gonna have, like I said, Denver's they're gonna own them in the paint. Miami's gonna have to find a way to outshoot them from the 3-point line. They're gonna have to find a way to get it going from the 3-point line if they're gonna offset the points in the paint. Because quite honestly, I don't think both teams shot a lot of free throws in the first half. So I think that they've got to find a way if they're going to win this series. They're going to have to find a way to win that 3-point line. They got to knock shots down. And Jeff Van Gundy was mentioning it about the improvement of Duncan Robinson. And you were touching up on it before pregame. And I said I was super impressed with the way Duncan Robinson has really improved his ability to drive the basketball because now he's creating opportunities for other guys. It's almost like you got another ball handler out there other than Jimmy Butler and Gabe Vincent. So the fact that he can catch the ball and get into the teeth of the defense to draw attention, which is pretty good. So he can either draw a pass, and even if he misses a shot, there's Bam or somebody getting an offensive rebound putback. Or if not, they get a new possession. I like the fact that Duncan Robinson has really, really improved his dribble game to attack the basket, to be able to penetrate. The Heat are going to need that. But in order to do that, they're going to have to find a way to keep moving the ball. They got to make Denver move their feet. They got to find a way to get some cracks so that they're able to get more penetration. And hopefully they get themselves some easy baskets.
Good point. And another thing, too, what Denver's doing well, they're staying out of foul trouble. I mean, look at this. Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter, and Joker, no fouls called. Murray, KCP only have 1 foul. The only guy who's been fouled was Bruce Brown. But so far, only 4 personal fouls for Denver. They're doing a good job playing without fouling.
Yeah, Jay says the worst call in basketball is when they call a double technical due to one player. And I hear that because how many times have you seen a player be an instigator and that person should get the technical, but because the other person got involved and they were just trying to brush that person off because they felt like they got disrespected or they did something to them, that they do the whole double technical thing. So I've never been a fan of that. I feel like the person who is the instigator, who likes to initiate the stuff, should be the person getting the technical.
Agreed. What play for you has impressed you in the first half? For me, I'm going to say Michael Porter. You?
I'm going to say Aaron Gordon. His ability to get inside so easy, and he's been able to post up, get good positioning. He's making quick decisions. That's what I've been impressed with because against the Lakers, I can't tell you how many times Aaron Gordon looked passive, indecisive, and not sure of himself. Luckily, his other teammates were aggressive to where it made it hard for the Lakers. But right now against Miami, which is a very good defensive team, he's been making quick decisions and he's not hesitating. As soon as he gets a mismatch, if it's a smaller guy, he's going to post him up If he's got a big guy, he's going to try to take him off the dribble. So he's doing a really good job of letting the game come to him and just recognizing mismatches. So I've been impressed with Aaron Gordon. Michael Porter, it's really more so it's been his help defense because what he does with his rebounding and his scoring, with his three-point shooting, I've seen it all playoffs. But I think his help defense has been really good that he was able to get 2 block shots. And it's part of the reason why Denver's up 17 points right now.
Good point. And another thing too, what Denver's doing very well. I mean, they're on the glass, 20-13. I mean, Denver is a bigger team. Michael Porter 6'10", Aaron Gordon 6'8". I mean, Joker 6'11", KCP 6'6". Jamal Murray is 6'4". So is Bruce Brown. Joker 6. I said Joker 6'11". So Denver's and Denver's using their size to get into the glass early. And if Miami's not going to fix that issue, and Denver starts to run, it could be good night Irene or good night Miami.
Oh, that was good. Good night Miami. Yeah, and that'll be for game 1. And I thought Miami's going to win game 1. Now the thing is, we still have a lot of time. It is 17, so that's big. But in today's NBA, that's not much if you have the ability to shoot yourself back into the game. If this was the 90s or early 2000s, you would have said a 17-point game would pretty much more than likely pretty much it'd be over. But what are your keys for Miami in the second half to get back into this game?
2 things. 1, clog the paint. 2, get Joker, Porter, and Gordon in foul trouble. Attack them in the middle. 3, stop with the stupid zone if you're Spo. Stop it. It's not working if you're Spo. Denver is barbecuing you with the dribble handoff, the lob. Stop it. And also, as crazy as it sounds, let Joker kill you and cut the water off, guys. If you're the Heat, though, my fault. Cut the water off. And for Miami, Jimmy Butler needs to be aggressive. This might be your last real chance to win a championship if Jimmy Butler. Get your donkey butt in the pinch post, in the paint, and bang. And Max Strus has to hit those open catch and shoot shots. And they got to do a better job at their high screen and their drag screen. That's what the Heat need to fix.
Okay, my keys for the second half has got to be their interior defense. Definitely not let the Nuggets get mismatches and get easy baskets. Push them further away from the basket. The further you push it, you have the chances are higher. If they happen to make tough perimeter shots, you just have to tip your hat to them because you can only play great defense for so long, even though they magically end up making the shot. You can't do nothing about that. You just have to hope that they miss. Again, make or miss league. So there's that. I thought Miami's transition defense was pretty good. Denver was really never able to get in transition, so that's good.
True.
But they must keep him out of the paint, and they have to shoot the 3-ball well in the second half. They have to find a way to get great shots from the 3-point line.
4-17 from 3. Yikes.
Yeah, and I need Jimmy Butler to step up on his leadership, man, because honestly, he got passive in the second quarter while the Nuggets went up by 17. So he needs to be more assertive. Bam is doing his job. Because my fear is that Bam stops being assertive, and next thing you know, he disappears in the second half. Because he had 16 first half points. 16. 8 out of 12 from the field. He was so active. He was aggressive. He was, quick to the ball, made a quick decision with the ball on offense. And he got some easy dunks off of the setup of his teammates from some of the plays they ran. But I just like his activity, and I just like how active he was offensively. But if they're going to win this game, Jimmy Butler's got to play better, and the role players have got to knock down their 3-point shots. If they can't knock down those threes, it's going to be a long night for them in game 1.
Right, and Caleb Martin has braked all 5 of his shots. And if you notice, all of his shots have been in the paint, in the elbow jumper. He hasn't even taken a 3 yet. I mean, Duncan Robinson 1 for 3 from the field. Highsmith gave you good minutes in the early second quarter, but it wasn't enough. Kyle Lowry hasn't done much, though. I mean, he's playing okay defense, but other than that, hasn't done much. And Gabe Vince has kind of been quiet, though. 3 for 6. I mean, if Miami's going to have any real shot to do the unimaginable and come back to win, it has to be all hands on deck.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at halftime, and so they're just showing some halftime highlights. They're showing Miami's run to the championship, and they showed how they've been playing defensively. There's Bam on the offensive rebound with the dunk, and we can, talk a little bit. What do you think? How would you determine the Boston Celtics season? Finally, now that they've been eliminated and lost Game 7 at home to the Heat, how would you assess their season?
Failure. Failure.
Considering everything that's happened.
It's a failure.
Okay.
It's a failure. I mean, I give Boston credit battling back, beating on 3-0 to bring it to a Game 7. You got to give the Celtics credit for showing some heart. But getting absolutely trucked like that in Game 7, I mean, losing by 19 at home, I mean, you had a golden opportunity to get to the NBA Finals, and right now you'll be hosting the NBA Finals if you're just taking care of your home court. I mean, it's a failure of a season. Jason Tatum looked lost at times. Jaylen Brown was lost in the sauce. Marcus Smart is not a point guard. He was a dummy, not so smart. And also the fact that Al Horford looks old at times. Plays a good D at times, but he looks old at times. But it's a failure, though. Malcolm Brogdon looked like trash. I mean, it was a failure of a season for the Celtics.
It's a shame because they're way more talented than the Heat. From when I saw that Malcolm Brogdon came to this team, I was like, yo, you're adding a 50, 40, 90 player to this basketball team? I was like, wow. I heard there's no way in hell they don't get to the finals now. A lot of pressure, yeah, but too talented to be losing. And I don't think that Jaylen Brown is a number one guy. He can say what he wants, but I don't think he's one. Especially with that performance in Game 7. You turned the ball over 8 times and shot 8 for 23.
Woo!
I don't want to hear he's better than Jason Tatum. I don't want to hear he's better than Jason Tatum because he's shown that even in big games he could be inconsistent. He didn't shoot the 3-ball well all series long.
Good point. He was terrible. 16% from 3? Tatum with 23%. I mean, just disgusting, man. I mean, even Marcus Smart was trash in that series. Bad shot selection, getting killed on drives. He was trash in that series. I mean, you know what helped Boston's run look so good in the NBA Finals last year? Everyone was a collective unit. And then this year, really in the playoffs, I didn't see that same family bond like we saw last year. And look, it's good that they're going to keep Joe Mazzulla. Mazzulla deserves some blame, yes, but firing him would have been just wrong. But if Boston ever wants to reach the mountaintop and capture the 18th ring, you might, if I were the Celtics, I would consider trading Jaylen Brown, getting a point guard, and just start from scratch and build around Jason Tatum.
Shout out to Wayno. He says, I ain't gonna lie, this might be the worst NBA Finals since the Spurs versus Nets in 2002.
That was in 2003, actually. The Nets played the Lakers in 2002.
Well, the worst NBA Finals was actually the Lakers and the Heat. Got the lowest ratings.
Good point. And it's still only one half. Let's see what happens in this half. All Miami needs is one game in Denver. Yeah, the Nuggets are a better team, but let's see what happens this half in the second half of this game. And if the Heat just get one game in Denver, it can get really spicy. It's not over. We can't judge after game 1. Because remember, the last 2 years, Phoenix won game 1 against Milwaukee, Boston won game 1 in Golden State, and both lost the series. Let's find out.
Yeah, no, definitely this is not over. This is not over. I mean, it's only halftime. And the thing is, if Miami looks like that they might not win this game, at least what they could do is start to do some positive things towards the end of the game that they could build going into game 2 on Sunday. And that's what you want to do if you feel like you're not going to win, this first day.
Good point, yeah.
Okay.
But Denver doesn't look shook. Denver does not look shook at all, man.
This is our moment, man. Let's take game 1. This is our moment. Let's do it.
Denver looked pretty relaxed to me.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't look nervous at all, which I was kind of expecting.
Me too. We were wrong to this point.
But like I said, KCP has championship experience, so I think it probably helped that he kind of settled this team down.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff Green, who's been to the finals. So they got the veterans.
Right.
Our first half stats. brought to you by Kia. And again, the big lead early. Look at the assist total, 18, leading to 60% shooting for Denver.
Is that an amusement park in Denver?
And 10
Oh, wow.
of those 18 assists.
Yeah. And keep this in mind, Denver is 8-0 at home at Ball Arena. Whew.
They haven't lost yet.
Some moments ago with Aaron Gordon.
Nope.
Aaron, so much for being rusty. Just
So now they're interviewing the players, not the coaches anymore?
Yeah, they do that from now on, yeah.
Offense, really. I think we're very tied together out there. Yeah, it's making it easy. Just being able to talk to each other out there. You know, we know where everybody is. We're tied
14
together.
first half points.
He's been big time. Well,
shout out to
good. Bounce past Bam with the mid-range shot. Got it. Bam in the bio rings the bell. 18 points for Bam Bam and the Heat within 15. 59-44. Denver. The Nuggets try to win their first NBA Finals game. The Joker had a lot of chase ups. 10 points, 10 helpers though. Here's the pick and pop. Joker open, top of the key for three. Hibbity hop, no siree dog. Rebound by Gabe Vincent though. The Heat shooting under 40% from the field, 4-17 from long range in the first half. Cypher Sorais. Here's Gabe Vincent wiggling and jiggling at the hands up to Shoes. Shoes pulling the ball to Bam. Bam at the nail. Bam in the paint. Bam with the face-up shot. The bank is open for Adebayo. It's been an Adebayo avalanche at the Mile High, and the Nuggets lead slice to 40. Bam scoring the first 4 points for Miami. KCP sang a screen, and it's a hack. It's called Adebayo though. That's big there. Pulling the chair a little bit though. What do you think about Bam Adebayo's performance, Lou?
No, he's been unbelievable so far. I mean, he's on his way to a 30-point game. The problem is Jimmy Butler has gone quiet after that first quarter. He's got to play with him.
Big time. The screen at row. Here's Murray, face up to Joker. Joker in the paint, hands up to Gordon. Gordon putting the ball on the floor. Here's Gordon, shot clock going down. Gordon takes the mid-range shot, throws up an a UFO. Miami defense dogging early though. Here's Caleb Martin, who was 0-5 in the first half. Was in the doghouse himself. Bam sending the high screen. Here's Adebayo, hands up to Butler. Butler to Vincent. Vincent open for three. Got it! Gabe Vincent rings the bell from downtown. And it's a 7-0. He sprint off the locker room. And the Nugget lead sliced to 10. And Mike Malone sweating bullets a little bit though. Denver up 59-49 at the Mile High City though. Here's Joker. Hands off to Michael Porter. Michael Porter will fire away from three, and that's not a good shot for Michael Porter. Rebounded by Max Strus, and Miami's starting to wake up a little bit. Here's bounce pass. Here's Adebayo, throws it up and can't switch up and in. That was supposed to be picked out of perfection, but no dice. Here's Jamal Murray on the dribble drive. Here's Murray, throws it up. It counts in a foul.
Oh, shout out to Brandon. He says the Astros are beating the Angels. Okay. He says, I'm here. How are you? Astros are waiting for that one. Okay. No problem. Shout out to Brandon. Guys, smash the like and subscribe. Shout out to Wayne.
Good. Stopping the bleeding a little bit, though. Bam's been amazing tonight. You got to dunk that ball. And then Jamal Murray staying with the play, and the whack is on Jimmy Butler, though. What do you think about Jamal Murray's performance, man? He's been Murray-rific.
All playoffs.
Something wrong with the clocks.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's 9 of 13 from Sorry, I was going to say 9 of 13 from the field, 21 points from Murray.
It's time for more or less.
And that may stop the bleeding a little bit for Denver, because remember, the Heat were on a 7-0 run with a chance to make the Nuggets fans sweat, but staying with the play, getting the and one to boot, and Gabe Vincent would inbound to Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler really needs to put his hard hat on and take over this game right now. He won't have any real shot. Hold the upset. Butler 3 for 8 from the field though. Here's Aaron Gordon guarding tightly. Here's Jimmy Butler sending a double screen. Back to Caleb Martin, pumps up a 3. He can't buy one. 0-6 from the field though. Caleb Martin, who was so juicy against Boston, has been a ghost. Joe high screen, mid-range shot. And the foul is on Joker, I think.
Movie screen. Yep.
Yikes. Moving screen. That's bad. And that's bad, though. 9:32 to go. Denver up by 13. Remember, they came out hotter than a box of rocks in the first half. Second half, a little cold early though.
I don't like the shots Michael Porter's taking.
That's my gripe with Michael Porter. Right. So let's see. So Jimmy Butler bringing the ball up the court though. Miami down by 13, trying to get back in the game. His Bam Adebayo send a high screen, bounce pass to Caleb Martin on the baseline drive. Here's Martin, hands up to Butler, Butler to Bam, Bam to Shoes for three. He can't throw in the ocean. 0 of 8 from the field, 0 of 7 from downtown land. Yikes. Here's Aaron Gordon on the dribble drive. Here's Gordon in the paint. And the hack is on Caleb Martin. Bro, Caleb Martin and Max Strus are combined. 0 of 15. Ay. Look at this.
Let me get to the finals. Trying to find that shot. Murray, the runner.
It's going to be a Murray show tonight. Gets the basket and a foul on the floater on the baseline. 23 points for Jamal Murray. 10 of 14 going to the free throw line for a three-point play. That's just terrible defense. A little screen, Caleb Martin goes under it, and then hits him from behind. Should have just let him shoot that floater. Now you got a 3-point play.
Good point. And remember, the Heat pulled within 10, but Jamal Murray saying, get on my back, guys. And Jamal Murray putting the Heat at bay. 5 quick points off the baseline, dribble, drive, and cut. Jamal Murray has just been Murray magnificent tonight. Michael Jordan-esque 23 points, make it a Kobe-esque 24, and the Nugget leads back up to 16 though. Denver up 65-49. Denver trying to capture game 1, trying to get their first ever Larry B trophy.
Found Duncan Robinson a few times. Murray.
Oh, that looked good for Murray. Murray in and out. Here comes the Miami Heat. Bam pushes it up the floor. Bam stops his dribble. All right, gives it over to Max Strus. Max Strus over to Jimmy Butler on the left wing. Gets a switch, being guarded by Michael Porter Jr. Gabe Vincent fakes a three, fakes it, gives it over to Strus, and he gets blocked by Aaron Gordon.
So, good night, Aaron Gordon with the high block. Aaron Gordon's been a demon tonight. 14 points and a karate swat to boot. Look at that elevation by Aaron Gordon, though. So, Gabe Vincent inbound the ball. Miami down by 14, though.
Oh, what a move, but he can't hit. All right, here comes Aaron Gordon on the break. They give it up Porter. Porter wide open. Oh, blocked from behind, but it's going to be a foul on Caleb Martin. And Porter will go to the line to shoot too. And this is not a good time because now off the misses, Denver's pushing the ball now.
Mm-hmm. And Michael Porter, even though Michael Porter's been up and down his third quarter, Michael Porter, like I said, can get on his truck and get to the rack at will. I mean, and Denver lets to run, though. So you better get your track shoes on, everybody.
Finals continue Sunday on ABC. Countdown begins the coverage at 7:30. Tip-off.
Michael Porter nails the first free throw. And the Nuggets back up 15, though. The Nuggets were up 17 at the half. Game 2 is on Sunday at the Mile High City. The way it looks right now, is it going to be a Nugget 2-0 lead, or will the Heat, assuming they don't come back here, even Steven the series on Sunday, we'll find out, though. Michael Porter nails the 2 free throws, though, and the Nuggets back up 16. An 8-2 run by Denver after Miami sliced the lead to 10. Michael Porter with a baker's dozen and 8 boards. Here's Max Strus at the left elbow. Feeds the beast to Jimmy Butler. Michael Porter with nice hands. Bro, Michael Porter's defense has been exquisite tonight, bro. And the Heat would let inbound the ball. 7:37 to go in the third quarter.
Beautiful move. Beautiful move by Bam. He faked the handoff and took it right to the basket.
And took it right to the basket like a madman and throws it down. Bam and Adebayo make the Nuggets look stupefied. And Bam with 6 points in the third quarter. Bam and Adebayo really wants that trophy. Nuggets down 14, excuse me, 67-53 Denver. Jokic staggering, waggling, and saved by the bell. Adebayo was his third personal foul, though. And Denver in the bonus, though. So if you're the Nuggets, my suggestion, just slice your way to the orange iron and kill Miami in the pinch post area, in the dunker spot.
And I think defensively,
Do you think that's a foul right there?
it's not. You got to jab at him, try to keep him off.
This is dangerous because if Bam picks up his fourth foul, Jimmy's struggling right now. So it's like, who are they going to get the scoring from? Caleb Martin hasn't hit a three-point shot. Max Strus hasn't hit a three-point shot. Who do they get their scoring from? So Jimmy Butler's got to step up right now.
He's so grateful to the mentors that he has that's on his team. You mentioned Mike Miller.
Big time. So Jokic rat-a-tats out the second free throw, and the lead and the Heat and the Nugget lead is up by 15, 68-53, 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, though. Here's Max Strus at the top of the key. Here's Bam in the bar with the floor, throws it up, hippie hop, no. But Jimmy Butler heard you, Lou, and tips it back up and in. That's what he needs to do. And second chance point for Miami, and the Nug leads up to 13.
You know what's crazy?
Let's see.
This is the second 1 versus 8 matchup in the finals since the Spurs and the Knicks in '99.
Crazy.
Woo! Jokic for 3.
Splash cash. That takes the wind off you, the Heat. Bro, this Nuggets team is so fun to watch. Let's see. Here's Caleb Martin at the top of the key. Screen the breach. Here's Caleb Martin. Bulldozes way by KCP. And KCP gets caught. That should have been a moving screen of Bam in the bar, to be honest with you. And the timeout called by Mike Malone. 71-55. Denver hasn't missed a beat, though. Jamal Murray using the screen and pop. And then the Joker ain't joking around, nailing the 3 with the shot clock cheese. 71-55 Nugs. You're watching the NBA on ABC.
All right, man. 6:12 remaining here in the third quarter, and the size of the Nuggets is really giving Miami problems because if it wasn't for Bam Adebayo, they'd be losing by more points right now. He's keeping them in the game with 22 points and 8 rebounds, 11 of 20 from the field. Jimmy Butler's gotten a couple of easy baskets here in the third quarter. But other than that, though, Miami is not really shooting the ball well from the three-point line. Their role players so far right now through this game have not – Strus has not hit a 3. Caleb Martin has not hit a 3. And like I said, Bam is – Spoelstra's going to have to be careful because if Bam gets his fourth foul, the Denver defense can then key in on Jimmy Butler. So the role players have got to kind of step up. They got to step up and then start knocking down some shots if they're going to get back in this game and really take the pressure off of Jimmy, because then if he has to try to do everything, I can see him getting passive again, especially given the fact that Jimmy, with the amount of minutes that Butler's played in the postseason, and he has that ankle injury too that he's still kind of nursing. So, and I know not every player is 100% usually at this point, but we saw him legit twist his ankle, and you know, he's not in the best 100% right now, but he's definitely at some point he's gonna need a break. He's gonna need a break. So you're gonna have to help him out here because I think Jimmy's kind of pacing himself right now as well. But at some point, he's gonna have to take over and say, just forget it. My team is down 16, even if it's game 1. You gotta get that out. The thing is, man, the NBA finals do not come often. So it's like you don't know when's the next time you're going to get back here. It's tough to win a championship. It's very tough. I mean, especially with teams trying to reload. Sorry, Jimon. The teams trying to reload
You're good.
and improve their roster to get a chance to win a championship. Oh.
That's true. And look at the Nugget fans. They're having a ball of a time, though, in no pun intended Ball Arena. And Rocky, the Nuggets mascot, pumping them up a little bit, though. Like the home team so far. And like you said, man, look at the teams that never got back. I know the Magic went back to the finals in 2009, but Shaq and Penny Magic never got back. The Chris Paul, Devin Booker Suns never got back. I mean, the old Hakeem Olajuwon Rockets in 86 with Ralph Sampson never got back, though. I mean, let me keep going. I mean, the Charles Barkley Suns, they lost in 93 to the Bulls, never got back. So if you're Jimmy Butler, do you want a gold ring on your finger or not? Play like a madman, because Bam Adebayo wants it. What about you?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, they just showed Ken Jun right there in the audience right now. He's here for game 1 of the NBA Finals. Here's Dan Issel, number 44, retired by the Denver Nuggets, former player of the Denver Nuggets. I think he's in the Hall of Fame.
And was on that team
I think so, yeah.
76 that lost to the Nets and Dr. J in 6 games. That
The
was
New
final
York Nets at the time.
of the 9-year existence of the ABA. In those 6 games, there were a total of 12 3-point field goals.
So let's see, Bam Adebayo at the top of the key. Let's see. Bam Adebayo hands up to Gabe Vincent. He's Gabe Vincent in the paint. Vincent throws up the floor, throws it up, and the bank's closed. Rebound by Joker. Joker to KCP. KCP on the dribble drive, throws it up. No Siree Dog and the Heat on the run. It's a 5-on-4 break. Though here's Caleb Martin to Butler. Butler with the floater. Hibbity hop. No Siree Dog. Butler. Bam Adebayo saves it. No, but Murray coming from the pine. He's Murray, hands it to KCP. KCP for 3. Splash cash. KCP with the Swiss cheese. And the Nugs get the biggest lead of the game. A 15-6 spread. And Dan Easel quietly loving it. Denver 7-17 from the great beyond. Miami 5-21. Yikes. Here's Bam, hands it to Butler. Butler in the dunking spot. Here's Bam with the mid-range shot. Puts it in. Bam in the bio with a Kobe-esque 24 points. And the Nugget lead down to 17, 74-57. Bam in the bio with 24, 8, and 3. But he needs a landing hand. No pun intended, though. 5:08 to go in the third. Nugs up 17.
Comes in the corral, the rebound.
There is not one play tonight that Jokic has made the wrong decision with the ball.
Facts.
Not one.
Facts.
I agree.
Butler back up top to Robinson. Side step. And a good clean look.
Whoa.
Way
Wait.
off the Marcus Morris. Woo! And here's another thing too. Denver's doing well. They're double and trapping Butler, which is smart though. And Robinson usually loves that though. Loves that long range bomb.
He's going to pick up his second foul. It's only
So let's see. Joker, Murray at the left elbow. Murray with the wagon and jaggle. Jamal Murray, whoopsie daisy, offensive foul. Jamal Murray hopping mad. Needs to watch his attitude a little bit though. And Gabe Vincent draws the charge. Okay. If I'm Miami, get this lead to like 9 points by the fourth quarter. So you gotta have a real shot. What do you think, though?
But the question is, how do they do it? Because right now, they're not knocking anything down right now, except Bam Adebayo.
Pretty much, though. Let's see. Kyle Lowry inbound the ball to Caleb Martin, though. Caleb Martin bring the ball top. Though. It's Caleb Martin. Hands out to Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo looking for a heat buddy. It's Jimmy Butler in the mid-range. Jimmy Butler to put the Nuggets on their knees. It's Butler hands out to Martin. Martin puts up a 3. Puts it in. Caleb Martin rings the bell for 3. And hallelujah. Caleb Martin knocks it down. And the Nugget lead slides to 14. His first bucket in 7 tries, though. He's Joker screen, the stagger screen, to the high screen, excuse me. Deflected up by Bam Adebayo. Denver up 74-60. Bam with the kick, playing soccer though. But look at this. You see the cross-court pass. Caleb Martin the left elbow over Michael Porter and rings the bell for 3. And Miami's going to do a whole lot of that. They're going to put a rabbit out of their hat. Bruce Brown inbound the ball off the sideline. Here's Michael Porter at the top of the mid-range shot. Puts it in. Michael Porter with a featherweight J. A Porter trouble in Denver. Michael Porter with 2 touchdown points, and the Nugs back up 16 though. Here's Bam Adebayo with the mid-range shot. Bam, this is rebound by Michael Porter. It's been a Porter trouble though. 24 shot attempts by Bam. Here's Murray, baseline mid-range shot. Rat-tats out, rebound by Highsmith though. It's Jimmy Butler pushing the pace though. Here's Bam standing the screen. Here's Butler with the mid-range shot. He can't throw in the ocean tonight. Rebound by Michael Porter again, though. Here's Gordon to Michael Porter. Here's MP to Murray. Murray, he's trying to feast the beast to Joker. Here's Murray to Brown. Brown open 3. Flash! Cash! Swish! Bruce Brown from way downtown. And the Nuggets continue to put the hammer down. 59-60 Denver. It's been a Denver demolishing at Ball Arena. Beautiful pass. Bruce Brown for Bam. mismatch. Good night. Nugs up 19. You're watching the Brown-tastic NBA on ABC.
It's just it's too easy for Denver right now. It's too easy. It's way too easy for the Nuggets right now. That's crazy. And the crazy part is the Nuggets have not attempted a lot of threes, and the reason being is because they've gotten good looks at the rim, and they've been able to knock some mid-range shots in. So their twos and points in the paint is why they're shooting the ball well from three. They're 9 of 19, I think, from 3-point range, or 9 of 20.
Denver is 8 of 19 from 3-point range. 8 of 19. And keep this in mind, Michael Porter has 11 boards right now.
11 boards?
Mm-hmm.
To go along with 14 points and 2 blocks.
Whew. Man, it's been like I said, it's been a Denver demolition to this point. And not just that, even Bruce Brown's getting to the act. I mean, Jamal Murray has just been amazing off the catch, off the screen and pop, off the middle, the baseline jumpers falling. Aaron Gordon, I know he hasn't done much offensive, but he's playing good hard-nosed defense on Butler. Joker, I mean, what can you say about Joe? 14 points, 11 helpers, man. I mean, it's just been a total team effort by the Nugs. And it's only game one, and the Heat can still come back and win this game if they just play defense. But I will say this. If Denver's could keep looking like this for the rest of the series, Miami could be in a world of hurt.
I mean, the way I see it, the fact that Joker has not scored a lot and the Miami Heat are down by 19 points, it just goes to show you, what if he was playing well? This would easily be a blowout, and they're getting blown out right now. And the fact that they've got balance. So KCP's in double figures. Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon. Jamal Murray's been the best player on the team so far in this game with the most points on the team. So he's at 23 points.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, how do you beat that? And you have to knock down shots. But Miami's not been able to.
37% from the field, 6 of 23 from long range. Yikes. And they missed some clean looks, though. Strus, Robinson, Butler himself, Vincent. I mean, Martin, though. A lot of clean looks. But keep this in mind. Miami's come back 6 times from double digits, though. So this game's far from over, though. Keep this in mind.
Yep. Man, that is. But they got to shoot the ball well to get back in the game.
Good point. So far, the Rocky Mountains, it's been too rocky for the Heat right now because the Nuggets having a ball of a time. I mean, look at this. Michael Porter, 14-11. Joker, 14-11 helpers. Gordon with 14-5. And Jamal Murray with a Jordan-esque 24 points, though. And it's been big, though. The high screen, though. He's Duncan Robinson, hands off to Zeller. He's Zeller, hands off to Larry. This Larry in the paint. Larry, he'll pump up a J and throws up a brick. Rebound by Jamal Murray. It's been the Denver trees tonight, though. And Jamal Murray with the 6th board and 8 helpers. Jamal Murray's had a monster night. He's Murray hands up to Joker at the foul line. Michael Porter try to give hands up to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown in the paint. Brown with the floater. Got it. Bruce Brown just continue to put the walloping on the Heat. And the Nuggets up at Zeke Elliott 21. 81-60 Denver. Ay.
Never looks frustrated.
And the hack is on Miami. What do you think about that play by Bruce Brown? The floater and the cherry on top of the cupcake.
It was smart. Really intelligent play.
Very. Look at Bruce Brown, 183 bench points in the Western Conference Finals. The rest of the team only scored 110 off the bench, though. Here's Zeller, hands off to Jimmy Butler. Zeller with the high screen. Butler hands up to Larry. Larry on the dribble drive. Hands up to Heisman. Heisman for 3. Goes up a brickaroo. And Miami just can't find the rhythm. 6 of 24 from downtown, though.
G-Money, do you think the altitude might be starting to kick in for the Heat?
I think he may play a factor a little bit though. Yeah, you.
Improved offensively. His impact on winning every
It
night.
may play a factor, yes. Because when you're in the altitude, your lungs can, again, not to make any excuses for heat, because I'm not, but it does play a factor. And Joker lazily loses the ball, and the Nuggets cough it up. 81-60 Denver. Keep this in mind too, Cat. The Heat have come back 6 times in double digits. They've been the comeback heroes, and 3 times down by double digits in the fourth quarter, though. This game's far from over, though. Here's Highsmith at the top of the key. Here's Highsmith in the lane. Highsmith Wagner, good deep to Michael Porter, and Michael Porter fires like a man with the rebound. Michael Porter's to Jeff Green, to Joker. Joker with the head fake. His Joker goes with the floater. Hibbity hop, hop, hop. Nope. And the whack and jack is on Kyle Lowry.
He always
And
looks exhausted.
Jokic needs to do a whole lot so far in this game. A beautiful head fake. He'll get his teaser to the line, though. You see he's exhausted. Tired, wants to go to bed, though. So maybe get his ninth triple-double these playoffs. 14 points, 8 plus 11 helpers. Joker breaks the first 3 beat. 81-60 Denver with a minute one to go. If you want to try to pick the stand for $24 off right now. Nikola Jokic at the foul line, though. Denver right now just putting on the beating of Miami, 82-60 Denver Nuggets. Keep this in mind. The last thing he won a road finals game was game 2 against the first team person. Carolina baseline drive. It's Robinson for 3. He can't throw in the ocean right now. Miami's just a 25 feet long range though. Defense where she get eyes. His Joker hands off to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown using the Joker screen. Brown with the floater. Another bucket. It's been a Brown bonanza at Ball Arena. 84-60 Denver. A 24-point advantage in Miami is tonight. Lowry for 3. Got it. Kyle Lowry with a much-needed 3. And the Nugget lead is 84-63. 31.8 seconds to go. So let's see. Bruce Brown put the ball apart to go. It's an 8-second physical shot out the game. This Bruce Brown goes up a backcourt violation. Nice, though. Was it deflected? Do you think it's deflected, Lou?
No.
Right. But bro, Bruce Brown has just been the thorn on the Heat side and has 2 beautiful pick and roll and floaters, though, especially at the Albert Campus. And Bam and the ball coming in, though. But look at the bounce of Denver. Michael Porter, 14. Brown, 10. Gordon, 14. Joker, 15. Jamal Murray, 24. Bro, it's been a shopping list of help tonight. Let's see. Denver and Brown hands up to Kyle Lowry at 26 before the end of the third. Miami need a miracle. Denver with 24 assists. Miami with 18, though. Bruce Brown guarded Jimmy Butler, though. Max Strus pressed the high screen. Here's Jimmy Butler on the dribble. Here's Brown. Answer the Robinson tries that 3. Let's it up. Strus throws up a 3. He can't write one, though. And after 3, the Denver Nuggets have shined bright on the NBA's biggest stage. An 84-63 annihilation. Denver 1 quarter away of capturing game 1. And Bruce Brown, Michael Porter, KCP rolling right now. Jamal Murray grinning. You're watching the Nugget-rific NBA on ABC 84-63 Denver. Aye.
The crazy part is Denver only scored. Denver only scored 25 points in the third quarter. Problem is he'd only got 21. Ain't gonna win that way.
Good point. Good point, though. And it's been a shopping list. Not just the points by Denver, but you gotta love the high screen defense. You gotta love the man-to-man defense, and you gotta love how Denver stand on foul trouble. I mean, look at this: Michael Porter, no fouls; Gordon, no fouls; Joker, only 1 foul; Murray, only 2 personal fouls; KCP, 2 personal fouls; Brown, 2 personal fouls. Sorry, Christian Brown, and then Bruce Brown, only 1, and even Jeff Green, none. Denver's done a good job standing on foul trouble, man, and playing disciplined basketball.
Yeah. Daniel Berry says Heat suck. Jay says high elevation usually takes 1 game. 20-point lead isn't all altitude, though. No, it's not.
I agree. It's not.
The altitude is definitely going to play a factor in terms of endurance and stamina for these players. But there's other factors that go into it too. And right now, Miami just right now so far doesn't have it right now, even though they still have time left to try to regain control of this game and find a way to steal game one in Denver. But right now, it's not looking that way.
It's a mountain to climb. No pun intended. Literally, a mountain to climb at the mile high. Good luck. Whew. 36% shooting by the Heat, 7 of 27 from 3. Look at this. Max Strus bricked all 10 of his shots. Butler only 5 of 13. Vincent shooting well, but he's been quiet. Robinson 1 for 5. Highsmith, he's been quiet. Lowry 2 of 5. Zeller has done anything. 1 shot, 1 personal foul. It's just been it's just not have been a. Well, how can I say? The Nuggets have extinguished the Heat to this point, I should say.
Yeah.
Whew. So, how do you think the series goes, though? If I would need to guess, I think it's going to be a long series. I think it will be 1-1 going back to Miami, and they will become a series. What do you think, though?
I could definitely see that. We're gonna have to wait how the series plays out. It's like I'm gonna be assessing things probably by after it's game 3 or 4 of the series. But so far, Nuggets have done a really good job. I thought that they would be a little rusty. I thought most of their players would be nervous since they've never been on this stage before. But you have reminded me that KCP was on this team and he won the championship in the bubble for the Lakers. And then you also have
Jeff Green on the team. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got Jeff Green as well. You know, another veteran who went to the finals with LeBron just 5 years ago, and back in 2018 against Golden State, the juggernaut, as they always like to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. And keep this in mind. Well, Denver is 8-0 at the frigid Mount High State. And look at this, Murray Joker even more than the Heat. Yikes, though. This high school the two from Murray scores. Howard iced me with a single crack and the Nuggets is 19. Full court press by Miami though. Jamal Murray pushing the face though. Right now it's Murray, Brown, KCP, Green, and Joker. He's Murray bounce past the Joker. Joker the Serbian shuffle or the Serbian walk. He missed that. Rebound by Bam in the fire though. Bam pushed the face with him at the guard. Bam's high screen. Bam at the mid-range area. He's Bam's hands to Lowry. Bam's in the high screen again. Bam at the elbow jumper. Vincent comes up the 3. Got it. Gabe Vincent rings the bell, and the Heat showing some life a little bit. 5 points for Miami, and the Denver leads to a Sweet 16. If you're Denver, you don't want to get complacent, though. This Joker hands up to Murray. Murray at the nail. Shoots the mid-range shot. That was spin out. Rebound by Bam Adebayo. It's Kyle Lowry pushing the face, though. It's Robinson taking this beautiful shit by Jeff Green. It's Duncan Robinson. Bounce pass to Highsmith. Highsmith to Lowry. Lowry piece to Vincent. Vincent Butler get open for 3. They'll miss this one. Rebound by Jeff Green. That would have been a big play there for the Heat. 84-68. Nuggets trying to restore order. Joker at the mid post. He's Joker in the pinch post to Murray. Murray on top. He's Murray in the baseline. He's Murray. Step back. Wave and a head. Wavy.
He's already on for 34.
Like his strength, hand activity, and his lateral.
Okay, so Lou, if you're the Heat, you're down by 16. What will you run right here if you get the ball?
Trying to get an easy basket.
Right.
Trying to get an easy point in the paint. Cut this lead to 14. You got plenty of time here.
I agree. Bam Adebayo wins the race, and Kyle Lowry will look to bring the ball full court. So 10-20 to go in the fourth and final stanza. The Nuggets up at 16. Here's Duncan Robinson taking the 3 with Branson in the high screen. Beautiful defense by Jeff Green, like the Piranha in the high speed. Here's Branson high school. Lowry pump up 3, puts it in. Kyle Lowry laces up the 3. It's an 8-0 Miami burst. Miami's trying to wake up. 84-71 Denver, and Mike Malone is red right now. 10:02 to go in the fourth quarter. The screen and pop, and Kyle Lowry will string it, ring it, and splash it. Nugs up 84-71. You're watching the NBA on ABC.
Nuggets starting to get lazy on defense. And if you saw Kyle Lowry get that open shot, nobody was near him. And you saw how straight he was and shot it with not just confidence, but he had really good form. And I was like, that ball, I was even said it in my mind, I said, that ball looks like it's going in. And it went straight in and it hit nothing but net. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Miami Heat on a 8-0 run right now and have cut this once 21-point lead right down to 13 already. Right now, the Nuggets have not scored yet. 10:02 remaining in the fourth. They lead by 13, 84-71. Take it away, G-Money. Miles, you're going to take a break and not take a break, but go throw some of this stuff out while you take over.
Right. Thank you. Well, speaking of throwing stuff out, the Denver Nuggets were throwing the Heat in the trash, but now Miami's trying to wake up with the screen and pop, the around the horn passing. And look, if you're the Nuggets, right, remember, like I said, Miami's stormed back from double-digit times 6 occasions in these playoffs. So if you're the Heat, if you're the Nuggets, you got to do a better job with your on-ball defense in the fourth. You know what got you the huge lead is when you full court pressing Butler, trapping him at the baseline in the mid post, and that's what gives Denver the 21-point lead though. And if you're Denver, you don't want to get complacent because I'm going to say this right now: if this game turns close, Miami might steal. The Heat are going to steal this game if this game turns close. Though the Nuggets got to play smart, like they did the first 3 quarters.
All right, Jay says Miami needs to steal one and take care of business in Miami. Well, that's the goal that Miami should have. And right now, they got a chance because it's only a 13-point game. So what they got to do is basically continue to cut down into this lead. And here's the danger for Denver. The Lakers screwed themselves in the foot in the fourth quarter in all 4 games in the Western Conference Finals. This is different with Miami. Miami's a better fourth quarter executing team, despite the fact that they struggled in some fourth quarters against Boston when they lost 3 in a row. But I think in this series the Nuggets better for because again Miami will take advantage of any little mistake that you do. So you might want to continue to score because if you start to get stagnant and start to miss. And Miami can gain confidence and start to score little by little. Right now they're hanging around. And it's only 10:02 remaining in the fourth. So Denver's got to continue to find a way to continue to score on the offensive end and make sure to kind of put it out of reach so that Miami doesn't get back. Because if they do and they happen to get a shocker and steal one, that could kind of shell shock, the Denver Nuggets a little bit. And that would give them their first home loss of this postseason.
And that would be a horrible loss. And this will be a horrible loss because you were blowing this team out. Your athleticism, Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon with ball, and Joker was doing his thing. Yeah, this will be the first home loss in 9 games. Well, the Miami Heat trying to get their 7th road win in these playoffs. If you look at the Heat, Miami unconscious, 8 points, 3 or 4 from the field. Denver ice cold, 3 from the field, break to only 3, 2 or 3 from long range from Miami. So far, good pressure defense. Jamal Murray at the top of the key. Hands up to Bruce Brown. Beautiful. It's a 2-3 thrown by the Heat. It's Jamal Murray close to the Green. Green in the paint. He's Jeff Green to Joker. Jokic on top. He's Jokic in the paint. Jokic throws up the floater. And no silly dog. I don't like the Nugget offense to start, though. Beautiful defense with the Heat. Here's Duncan Robinson. Hands up to Kyle Lowry. Bam. Larry open. 3. Bang! Kyle Lowry rings the bell. And it's a 10-point game. An 11-0 spread by the sizzling Heat. Denver feeling the Heat right now, Lou. 84-74 Nuggets. It's a 1-2-2 by Miami. Here's Joker. Joker at the elbow. Hands off to Jamal Murray. Here's Murray in the paint. Murray to Joker. Joker in the paint to Jeff Green. Beautiful pass. 3-man game by Denver. And the Nuggets finally on the board. Stops the bleeding a little bit. 86-74 Denver. 8:53 to go. Miami trying to put a shocker in game 1. Can it instantly do it again? We'll see. He's giving the ball to Duncan Robinson. Robinson to Highsmith. Highsmith in the paint. Hands out to Vincent. Vincent for 3. Throws up a brick. Deflected out. And it'll be Nugget Rock. That was a big miss by Vincent. But, bro, look at the 3-man game. Joker. Hands off to Green. That's big right there. What do you think about that play? off the catch, off the cut.
Well, that was a beautiful play.
That's what the doctor ordered, right? 86-74, Denver on top, 8:3 to go. A push off by Bruce Brown, hands off to Jordan. Here's KCP, to Murray. Murray with the head fake. Here's Murray in the paint. Here's Michael Porter, open for three. Throws up a brickaroo. Bam with the big rebound, though. Miami only down by 12 with 8:13 to go. I hate these streams. Okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good though. Well, I guess Miami fans want to block the stream for me. Jeez.
Shout out to Synovia Foot, aka Dennis in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, upcoming NBA final schedule. Sunday is game 2 in Denver. Wednesday, game 3. It will shift to Miami, 8:30 Eastern time. He says Kyle Lowry got that. Yeah. Bro.
At the Casillas Center in game 3 in Miami. At the Casillas Center. Remember, Tyler Hero might come back for game 2. Wink, wink. Keep that in mind, Heat fans.
Free throw line. The Miami Heat have taken 2 free throws.
But Spoelstra's going to have to know when to take him out and when to sub him in because he's a traffic cone on defense. So that's the only thing.
Agreed.
They can use his scoring, though.
Rebounds like Moses. Shoots like Dirk. Okay, now I gotta like rebound.
So now the Nuggets restoring order back up 14. 4 quick points by the home team, though. 7:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Denver trying to just hang on tight and win game 1 and avoid disaster. Kyle Lowry at the top of the key. Center screen. Kyle Lowry hands it to Adebayo. Adebayo scoring the pooch and loses the rod. Too much Butterfingers, and the ball will go back to the Nugs, though. Joker inbounding to Murray. And Highsmith plays a hard-nosed defense on Murray in his fourth quarter. Highsmith starting Jamal Murray like a fly strap. Back to Michael Porter. Hands off to Jamal Murray. A Joker at the foul line. He's Joker wagging. Joker loses the rock and stolen by Robinson. And it's stolen back. Jamal Murray still with the okie doke. Here's Murray to Porter. Porter takes a 3. Michael Porter with the drive. Michael Porter hands it to the jokester. And Nikola Jokic this be doing his way to the rim. Michael Porter with edges, with beautiful edges, who has huge edges, hands up to the Joker. A 6-0 Nugget burst. And the Nugget fans coming back up alive as they're having a ball of time. 90-74. Good guys.
That would have been dangerous for Michael Porter Jr. when he drove because I thought he was going to get called for the travel since he would have picked up the ball himself after going up and then changed his mind at the last second because he was wide open. So I don't know why he let go of the ball. And then I thought he turned it over. Luckily, Jokic picked it up and then was able to put it off the glass.
Good point. But I think Denver's starting to find their rhythm a little bit. They're starting to get to the line. I love their backdoor cut still to this point in the fourth quarter. It's a 6-0 Nugget run. Denver responding a little bit.
Well, the funny thing is when the Heat were starting to get back in the game and creep up and pull within 10 on the Lowry 3, what happened was defensively, the Heat went to the zone, but what they did was they extended their defense. So they forced the Nuggets more out from the perimeter. And when the Nuggets couldn't penetrate or post up to the basket, they were taking some tough shots or getting into late. They were getting into late shot clocks. So that's what Miami needs to do with Denver. They need to extend their defense and push them out. And what they do is they just try to rotate the best they can so that it affects Denver's off-ball movement. And then once that happens, then force them to go one-on-one to try to make a play with Jamal Murray or Jokic. Because once you start doing that, it makes it easier.
Agreed. And also, if you notice too, Michael Porter's ball handling's been great. And be watching right now, Michael Porter with 14 points, 12 boards, 2 rejections. Michael Porter's 7th double these playoffs, though. And also Bruce Brown's and even Jeff Green. What do you think about those guys tonight?
Jeff Green has been solid. Whatchamacallit? Bruce Brown has been good the way he is. Jay says Porter. Dennis says, why was the schedule for the final so spaced out? Jay says it's spaced out for ratings and for the NBA to be talked about more to as close as the NBA draft as possible. Same thing is pretty much in every finals. Yeah, that's why it was always spaced out because the NBA draft is usually at the end of June. So due to scheduling, it starts. That's why they space out all the games depending on where it starts. So game 7 is going to be June 18th.
Agree. On Father's Day, mind you.
Father's Day. Yeah.
Good point. Another thing to what Denver's done pretty well. I thought after the Heat pulled within 10, I thought they did a much better job. I know Bam has 24 points, but if you're watching this game, which we all are, Bam has done. They keep it Bam away from the paint. He's doing more on the jump shot, more on the fadeaway, the turnaround shot. You know.
Yeah.
College World Series in Oklahoma City. Post-game
30 to go. Heat down by 16, trying to put a rabbit out of the hat at the cold but beautiful Denver, Colorado. As the Nuggets ain't joking around, up 90 from his Shaq. The Busy's a 4-time champion, 1-time MVP, a scoring talent 2000. Russell Wilson on the Denver Broncos won the World Championship with the Seattle Seahawks, and Sean Payton just won last year with the LA Rams, and Peyton Manning one of the best quarterbacks ever, and Mark Jong in the building. Miami down by 16. It's a 6-0 Nugget burst, though. There's 7 minutes to go. Denver trying to lock down game 1. Here's Kyle Lowry, guarded tightly by Bruce Brown. Here's Gabe Vincent with the rock. Here's Aaron Gordon. Here's Brandon Brown in the paint. Bam with the mid-range shot. Here we hop and drop. Bam in the bar with the friendly roll, and the Nugs lead slice to 14. 90-76 Denver with 6:45 to go at the Ball Arena at the Mile High City. Used to call it the Pepsi Center, though. So the 5 for Denver is Jamal Murray, KCP, Aaron Gordon, Aaron Gordon at the 5, and Michael Porter at the 4 right now in the 5. Here's Murray spinning, winning, beautiful cheesecake, and Murray spinorama. And Joker loves it, though. Here's Gabe Vincent under dribble draw. Here's Vincent. Okay, bro. Oh, la la. Gabe Vincent made Michael Porter chicken stars. Gabe Vincent with the Okie doke, and the Nugs up 92-78. Gabe Vincent with a sweet 16, though. Michael Porter still in the high screen. Back to Jamal Murray. Double team. Highsmith guard Murray tightly. Murray, the Okie doke, back to Brown. Brown with 5:54 to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Brown puts up a 3. No Cerrido, rebounded by Bam in the bio, and Kyle Lowry pushed the pace though. Miami needs a miracle though. Spinning hands up to Highsmith. Here's Lowry for 3. Throws up a brick. Rebound by Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown throwing the ball a little bit though. Bruce Brown's been big. 10 points off the bench. Denver 8 for 22 for downtown. Miami 10 for 3 for 3. Michael Porter had faking. Porter pumps up a 3. That's not a good shot for Michael Porter. Rebound by Bam in the bio though, and Kyle Lowry's pushing the pace. Hands up to Highsmith. Highsmith faking the 3. Highsmith shooting a 3. Highsmith breaking the long ball. Bruce Brown with another rebound. Pattigan's rebound stats, and Denver trying to have some smooth sailing finishing the game. Denver with only 10 TOs in this game turnovers. Miami with 7. Denver up 92-78. This Bam in the Brown, Jamal Murray. That's a mismatch. Jamal Murray hands it to Michael Porter. Michael Porter hands it to Murray. Here's Murray. Shoot up a 3. Not a good shot. KCP on the offensive glass. No, but a bad foul if you're Kyle Lowry. You were supposed to get the ball. You got a rebound, and Kyle Lowry with his head in the freezer committed a bad foul right there. What do you think about that, Lou?
The foul was before the shot attempt, but it clearly grazed the rim.
Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like, hit the subscribe, make sure to share. KCP at the free throw line, first free throw is a miss.
Nice.
Shout out to Magic Man. It says, would you say pause on what I said, Daddy Manning? I will leave it up to you, Daddy Manning.
The Joker coming in, yeah?
I'll let it slide. Yeah, Joker is coming back in.
And right now, Denver's trying to put Miami behind them though. KCP chose 2 free throws, so the Heat don't get blemished. So Saved by the Bell. Bounce pass to Butler, and Butler on hopping like Kangaroo Jack and throws it down. Beautiful pass to Butler, and Mike Malone is pissed off right now. 92-80 Denver, and you see Zoe and Pat Riley hoping for a Miami miracle. 4:41 to go. Nugs up a baker's dozen. Pushing the pace, and Butler does the rest. This game's far from over, cool as the Heat just in the rearview mirror. 9280 Nugs. You're watching the NBA on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
Let's see. Miami's got, they have what, 38 points in the second half?
Yeah, 38 in the second half, yeah.
But Denver's only got 33. So it's been a low-scoring half for both teams.
Good point.
Yeah, so Magic Man's ahead.
And also it's a 6. Right. Sorry. Man, so far it's a 6-0. It's a 6-0 Heat run. And we got to love what Miami's doing a little bit better down the stretch is that they're doing a good job clogging that paint and forcing Murray to tough contested shots. I know he's making them. Well, he's cooling off in the fourth quarter, but it forced him to tough contested shots. If you're Denver, you just got to just play smart here. Because I'm going to say this right now. If this game turns close, Denver's not going to win. So they got to be careful.
2-3.
The Nuggets 3 of 11 from the field and break all 5 of their threes. The Heat 7 of 12 from the field though. 17-8 Heat one. It's a 2-2-1 thing. It's the Joker with the Okie dog. Hands to the KCP. KCP for 3. No siree dog. Written by Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry pushing the pace. Is Kyle Lowry able to shoot his way to the ring? Is Lowry the highest with the give and go and scores. Howard Iceman's able to whack his way to the rim and it's an 8-0 Heat run. Guess what, ladies and gents? It's a 10-point game. 4 minutes to go. Miami ain't quitting. Miami ain't waving a white flag yet. It's a 1-2-2 again. Here's Joker in the push plus. Joker with the floater. Got it. Nikola Jokic putting little candles on the cake, and the Nuggets blowing the lead back up to 12 though. 94-82 Denver. The Joker with 21 points. Vincent for 3. No siree dog. That would have big hit. Rebound by Aaron Gordon though, and Jamal Murray pushing the phone. Gordon to Murray. He's Murray to Joker. Joker in the post. Joker's wiggling. Got it again. Nikola Jokic showing why he's the 2-time MVP. Putting this team on his back. And the Nuggets back up 14. It's been a Joker jewel tonight. 23 points tonight, though, and the Nuggets back up 14. The double stagger team. Here's Brandon Powell to Highsmith, and Highsmith coming from the prime with the dunk. Highsmith with 12 big points off the bench, and the Denver advantage a big plus of 98 points. Jamal Murray bring the palm forward. James Vincent run on the shot star. The KCP. KCP hands up to Murray. Murray open for 3. Right at that out. Michael Porter fighting for the board, but it's stolen. Lowry pushing the pace though. Nuggets only up by 12. It's Jimmy Butler to take this game over right now. It's Butler in mid-throw. Butler has some Heisman. Heisman open for 3. Heisman makes the ball for 3, and the Heat service is only down by 9. Denver almost 7 from long range. Miami 96-87. Denver 2 to go. Nuggets fans nervous. He's Joker in the paint. Joker to KCP. Pablo at the final jump. Knocks it down. KCP with the silencer. Breaking the stone. Denver the basket breaking the stone. And the Nuggets back up 11. 98-87 Denver. Here's Lowry in the paint. Stolen. And here's Jokic pushing the fist. Jokic holding in the paint. And he's blocked by Highsmith though. Beautiful dishing by Joker. Johnny on the spot. And Aaron Gordon will get his piece into the line. 1 minute, 22 seconds to go. The Denver Nuggets had a little bit of a scare, but Aaron Gordon with a big game. 14.6 boards per good defense from Butler. And Aaron Gordon will get himself to the free throw line though. Aaron Gordon, the first one is up. Swish pieces is in. The lead back up to 12 though. What do you think about that pass by Joker to Gordon? Huh?
Yo, shout out to 225 Bro. She says, good evening, Louis. Good game so far. Solid game.
It has. Yeah, I'm going to buy it. Miami down by 13, though. Bam taking the handoff. Bam in the paint. Bam mid-range shot, goes up a brick, and a trip dub for the Joker. A Joker Joe tonight, and just a bad foul by Bam. Bam tumbling and rumbling. A minute 38 to go in the fourth, and it's pretty much all she wrote. The jar is jiggling as the Nuggets more than likely going to put the check mark in the game one victory. Denver up 187. A minute 30 to go. Joker with 23 points, 10 boards, 14 helpers though. Showing you why he was the full-time MVP tonight. Jokic knocks down the first free throw though. And look at this though. Joker is his first person Jason Kidd to have a triple-double Finals debut. When Jay Kidd had a triple-double against the Lakers in 02. Jokic knocks down both free throws. And it's a 6-0 Nugget burst. And Paul Arena is going bonkers though. Gabe Vincent being the ball court though. He's Vincent bouncing Kyle. He's Vincent in the paint. Michael Porter with the deflection. Highsmith at the left corner. Knocks down a three. Howard Eisner's been paid 18 off the bench though. But it may be all too late for the Heat though. So let's see. Jamal Murray needs to be to Joker. Joker at the left wing. Bam and power guard Joker. Joker waggling and tangling. Joker wiggling and jiggling. Joker spinning, winning, fading. Pushed it up at home. Nikola Jokic says good night. Arrivederci at the baseline. And the Nuggets, this knocks down the three. What's crazy is that the 6 threes, it pretty much doesn't matter. The Nuggets are 104-93, 50 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and the Denver Nuggets looking to show people why they're the number one seed in the West. Hands up to Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray with his king. Joker in the king. Joker in the low block. Joker with the Michael Porter trying to get the board, but deflected by Highsmith though. 32.8 seconds to go of this game though. And Nikola Jovic, Max and look at this bro. Huge attention in the playoff game is 3. Miami only has 2. Yikes though.
Yep.
And it's a holding foul on yesterday, yeah.
Charles King says Denver's the better team. They're winning in 5. Denver is not New York or Boston. Those teams are inconsistently offensively. Jay says defensively. And Chai says Jimmy's going to regret not touching the Eastern Conference trophy.
Probably. Here's Michael Porter. This is the 3. No three dog. Rebound by Nikola Jovic, excuse me. Nikola Jovic in the ball off the court though.
Now the shot clock is turned off. And Paul Arena ready to explode.
And that was just out of game 1. Even Nuggets continue to prove their hitters wrong. They knocked off the Heat 104-93. They extinguished the Heat again. Denver has continued to own Miami at the Mile High City. Nuggets win 104-93. 9
The playoffs, they take game 1.
and 0 at Ball Arena. Keep this in mind. Miami has not won in Denver since November 2016. As the Nugs take game 1 at the 2023 NBA Finals, 104-93, had the magnificent performances by their Nuggets stars, Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, Joker, and Bruce Brown. Jimmy Butler quiet as Jerry Mapp, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, but never really had an impact at all.
They took game 1 on the road each time. Not the case here in the finals.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So as you saw, Joker closed the deal late in that game when Miami was really starting to make a run and try to cut into this game. They went to him every single time he was able to get into the post, and another 27-point triple-double to lead the Nuggets, and they had a balanced attack. Jamal Murray did struggle in the fourth quarter. He didn't hit a single shot, but it didn't matter at this point. Jokic was able to get it done as Jamal Murray was able to carry through most of the court. Look at
Michael
Jokic.
Porter was big too.
27 points, 10 rebounds, 14 assists on 12 shots. Most in a final debut, the 14 assists. Nuggets win 104-93 over the Heat. The Heat did start to make some baskets, and they started to get some good action, but it was too little too late as Joker was able to close the door, and the Nuggets win game 1 by 11.
Mm-hmm. It was, man. Joker was just marvelous. Not just the points, but the assists. playing smart, not trying to be too fancy with the ball. And hey, we were wrong. We thought the Miami Heat will not be tired, but hey, we were wrong. Joker, the overhead pass to Bruce Brown to Michael Porter, Jamal Murray got some clean looks, and Aaron Gordon played well. And you gotta give Denver credit. They showed a lot of resilience when the Heat put within 9. And Denver's 3 wins away of cashing their first championship in franchise history, though. Wow,
Yeah.
what a win by the Nuggets.
So Jay says not really. Those trophies are short of the main goal. It's for the fans and the trophy room. Doesn't mean that much to the players. To be honest with you, look, I mean, the Eastern Conference Finals MVP and the Western one, to me, that really doesn't matter to me because what matters is really the Finals MVP and the NBA championship. That's what really matters the most because those are the ones that really enhances everything because you won that championship and that Finals MVP on the biggest stage in the playoffs.
Mhm.
And to be honest with you, to me, that conference trophy is to me kind of like a sympathy award for people who kind of like played well through 3 rounds and possibly, might not play, well in the finals. But Steph Curry, that was different. He played well and his shooting splits were almost 50, 40, 90. So
Mhm.
Chi-Town says, I think it's going to be like this the rest of the series. I think it's going to be like this the rest of the series.
I don't think so. It's gonna be closer than this. It's only one game.
Magic Man says, bro, stop overreacting. It's just one game. Well, I'm not overreacting. I know it's only game 1. I know that for sure. And Denver's only up 1-0. So Miami's got to make adjustments, come back in game 2. Like I said, the one thing that you can take from this game if you're Miami was the fourth quarter, how you defended the Nuggets when they struggled to score. And then they were able to get some open looks from the 3-point shot. Also, I am looking at Mr. Highsmith. The way he played tonight, he should be getting more minutes in game 2. I'm looking forward to that. And game 2 is going to be
Great
on
defense,
Sunday.
and
So
full court press too.
yeah, his defense I thought was actually good. He did a good job on Jamal Murray when he was switched up on him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Denver's too big for Miami. Miami's really small, so they're gonna have to figure out how to counter. Yeah, I picked
If
the
Miami
Nuggets.
wants to win this series,
Go ahead.
go ahead. You about to talk.
I said that if I said Denver's too big for this team, which is why I said I was going to pick Denver to win the series, even though they got stagnant offensively in the fourth quarter, which at times they have a tendency to do. So a little bit complacency, but I still think. Oh, Jay says Magic Man is talking to Chi-Town's comments. Oh, in terms of he's saying that it's over because he thinks it's over in 5. Like I said, I'm not going to judge this series up until games 3 or 4 because that's when I can really say if it's going to be over there.
Yeah, because even then, even game 2, if the Heat just make some adjustments and just execute, who knows? There could be a 1-1 tie. For the Nuggets, like what Shad just said, their size. Michael Porter playing smart. Jamal Murray using his mid-range shot, not jacking up threes. I mean, Denver only took 27 threes. Miami took 39. Miami got hot in the fourth quarter from 3, but didn't matter though. And another thing too, they made Bam play perimeter defense and got Bam away from the paint, and they shut down Jimmy Butler though because of Bruce Brown, Michael Porter, and Aaron Gordon got away from the paint. And they displayed mismatches a lot. So if the Heat want to have any real shot to do the unthinkable, Miami really needs to use their skill.
The way I see it is, to me, a couple of adjustments that they need to make. I think to get a little bit more shooting at some point to me, as I check the comments in just a bit, I think Kevin Love should get a little bit of burn, use him to kind of space the floor a little bit to get some 3-point shooting. Not play him a lot because the altitude is going to play a factor and he's pretty much not going to last long. I just feel like Eric Spoelstra needs to pick his spots on when to play him. And then, like I said, Highsmith should get more minutes in game 2. He had 18 points and he played extremely well here in game 1. In the comment section, Magic Man says, but look at the Lakers. Everybody was saying that they have figured Denver out. Those are the LeBron fanboys and, those biased Laker fans that wanted the Lakers to win so bad and be in the finals that they thought that the Nuggets were figured out after game 1. I questioned Denver because I thought this team, as good as they were, I thought they were going to choke to the Lakers and to LeBron. It didn't happen. They took it right at him and they swept him. They swept him. So that's it.
Yeah. I want to ask you one question. If the Nuggets win the championship, do you think the Nuggets may be a potential future dynasty with Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, Joker, and Jamal Murray?
Too early. They have the core, but anything can happen the following year or the year after that. It might derail it. So I think that it's the thing is it's like it's always after one championship that people kind of just tend to overreact. I will say that as long as the Nuggets are healthy, they definitely will be contending for years to come because their team is still young. So they got a couple of veterans in them, but I'm just thinking about the Bruce Browns. Jokic is still young. Jamal Murray's only 26 years old, so he's still young.
Michael Porter also.
Michael Porter is also young. He's 25, 26. So it's the nucleus, the core. People are gonna now start wanting to come to Denver. Who would have thought out of all places people will start thinking about coming to Denver because they want to win a championship? And they built their team the right way. So.
Facts. And Mike Malone's a good coach. I mean, Mike Malone has some coaching problems here and there in Sacramento, but he's done a good job. He's done a good job with this team, bringing confidence, using the right timeouts, teaching them ball movement, player movement, off ball movement. That's where you see Denver look scary. Not just the defense, but the offense is like their offense kind of reminds me of the San Antonio Spurs with Tim Duncan, Mike Conley, and Tony Parker. Do you agree with that?
The Nuggets offense?
Yeah, it kind of does. Ball movement, player movement, cutting.
In a way, it does. In a way. Would have to go with that. All right. So what are your adjustments for game 2? Before we close out the show, I want to thank everybody for chilling with me and G Money as we had called the game between the Nuggets and the Miami Heat for game 1. So definitely appreciate you. Before real quick, 225 Girl says, if Denver can pull this off, Adam Silver should capitalize off this going into next season, but he won't, which is sad. And the funny thing is he likes international players. And I said at this point, Jokic and this Denver Nuggets team is going to be the next wave of the NBA, and they need to take advantage of that. But anyway, what are your adjustments for game 2? Good point, 225 Girl, by the way.
Good points, 225. My adjustment for the Heat, utilize the pinch post area and swing the ball off the catch. I felt Miami missed a lot of clean looks though in this game, and also you got to watch out for Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, and KCP off the fast break. Watch out for those guys though. And if you're the Miami Heat, stop. I know the zone caused problems at times in the fourth quarter. But I'll use more of the 1-2 zone to cut off the middle so you don't get Michael Porter at the dribble drive or don't get Gordon at the dribble drive and force Jokic away. So that's the thing right there. And they got to force turnovers. Denver was actually careful with the ball. Miami has to force some turnovers, though, and start to run a little bit, though. And Jimmy Butler, man, I like me some Jimmy Butler. Use your mid-range shot and the paint. And also, Max Strus was 0 for 10 this game. He has to hit open jump shots, though. And off the catch, off the curl, off the screen pop. Gabe Vincent didn't really do much. He didn't have a real. I know he had double digits, but I never really felt his impact. I mean, Caleb Martin was 1 for 7 with some clean looks in this game. I mean, that's the thing right there. And they got to get to the line. The Heat only had 2 free throws in this game. That's a playoff low all time. Nah, they got to drive.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Before we end, Jay says Spurs were methodical. Yeah, that's how they approached their offense. Nuggets are when they play at their best. Yeah, they can be methodical and they can also push up the pace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to call it a night. I want to thank Notorious G Money Hoops for coming in and doing this game 1. As I promised, we'll be back for game 2 on Sunday. Continue to like, continue to share the videos, continue to subscribe to the channel, and definitely appreciate y'all. And we'll be back with baseball content tomorrow. I'll be posting some basketball videos. Also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, my 40 points per game series with players coming up. We got James Harden coming up next. I did Allen Iverson. That was my first, and Hakeem Olajuwon was my second. Make sure y'all go check it out on my page. Definitely appreciate you. And Jay says Denver coasted multiple times. It wasn't this close. It looked like they did coast a little bit. Give Miami credit, though, defensively, though. I felt that the defense did a better job pushing them out from the paint. Magic Man says it was the same score. I think it was OKC versus Heat in Game 1. Actually, no, that game was 105-94. So you were just a little off. A little off. It was 105-94. I remember the game.
Mm-hmm.
That was when Westbrook and Durant pretty much they beat the Heat with their talent all by themselves. But then when it came to playing team basketball, what they were doing against San Antonio, they got away from it after beating them in 6 games. They went back to trying to beat teams with talent, and that's what ultimately lost them the series. Among other factors. It was among other factors too.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. And also one thing too, there's a possibility Tyler Hero may come back for Game 2. And like you said, if I were Spo, if you do bring Hero back, if I were Spo, I wouldn't use Hero and Robinson at the same time. Michael Porter, KCP, and Gordon going to feast on that. If you're going to bring Tyler Hero, you don't want to bring him and Robinson at the same time. What do you think about that?
You mean him and Duncan Robinson?
Yeah, him and Duncan Robinson. Yeah, because they're both slow as molasses on defense.
No, that's a problem. If they're both on the floor at the same time, then Spoelstra he's just gonna have to trade them off back and forth, unless if he's going with a certain lineup. But the thing is, I wouldn't play those guys in the fourth quarter at the same time. That's definitely not gonna work, especially in a close game. So Tyler Hero was just gotta come off the bench. That's all. That's all. Jimmy Butler didn't play well. He only had 13 points on 6 of 14. He's got to play better. That's all it is. 7 rebounds, 7 assists. He's got to play better.
And Max Strus and Caleb Murray need to step up too, and Duncan Robinson.
Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching. We chat, we stream together, family for life, and y'all already know what it is. Before I go, Miami is in the finals due to multiple players not playing due to their defense. Tyler Hero's injury was a blessing in disguise because Miami's defense got even better when he was out. But anyway, take care, and I'm gone.
So many times, and I just wish they would just stop. You know what I mean? Just stop. I mean, he was, Michael Jordan, I'm Kobe Bryant. I mean, we're 2 different players, and I wish people would just let it go. It really annoys me. Because, you can't compare